A very good evening to everyone. On behalf of Faculty of Science and Humanities, SRM Institute of Science and Technology Trichy and the organizing committee, we welcome you all to the Day 5 AACT sponsored ATAL Faculty Development Program on Fast Track to AI Mastery, Building the Future with Accelerated Technologies. Now, I invite Dr. S. Satyapriya, ATAL Coordinator, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Applications, to welcome our today's guest. Over to Dr. S. Satyapriya, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. We are pleased to welcome Mr. Prem Kumar Gondran. He is an experienced IT professional with 22 years of experience, currently serving as lead product manager, automation engineering at Allstate Solutions. He specializes in driving AI/ML innovation, leading global teams, and delivering the automation solution aligned with organizational goals. With expertise in chatbot automation, cloud cost analysis, and private cloud solutions, he has a proven track record in operational excellence, project management, and fostering cross functional collaboration. An expert in defining operational standards and evolving best practices. He has successfully led high impact projects, ensuring seamless incident management and system availability. He combines technical expertise with strong leadership and communication skills to drive transformative business outcomes. We are honored to have him with us today. Please welcome, sir.
Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, it's honor to invite Mr. Prem Kumar Gondran, Senior Manager, Lead Digital Product Manager, Allstate Solutions, Bangalore, to share the ideas of applied AI for smart cities in session 1 and AI in urban planning and development in session 2. Over to Mr. Prem Kumar, sir.
Okay. I think so. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
So let me share my screen. I hope everyone is able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So today topic which I'm going to speak is about AI in smart cities. Okay. Before starting that, I'll just give an introduction about me. My name is Prem. So I have close to 23 years of experience. I played a role, different roles. I started my career in C programmer as a software tester. Then I moved as an architect. I played a role of architect close to 10 years. Now I'm leading the team in automation engineering close to 10 years in the current company. So we played different roles of automating the day-to-day activities of the company, plus bringing the new technology, doing the POC, and then trying to understand how the product will be fitting into the organization. And then we'll check that if it has been suitable, then we'll try to implement in the organization. So that's the role we play. As a team, we are having a big team across the globe, and then we are doing that. Okay. So this is about us. And again, this initiative, it's been came through one of my team member, Ravi. Through him, I joined here to present about AI in smart cities. Okay. So for this presentation, there is a lot of effort gone through from my team. It's like a 2 weeks of effort from our group, which we have done to understand that how AI in smart cities is being implemented across the globe and across country in India. And then we gone through different levels. First, we gone through in the globe how AI in smart city has been implemented. Second, we gone through how AI in smart city has been implemented in India. Then we gone the same concept in Tamil Nadu. Then we gone to the place where the college has been located, like Tiruchi. So we want to know different places, how it has been implemented, how it has been evolving around the world. Okay. So before introducing about this topic, I just want to know how much of you heard this word AI in smart city. Is it a new word, or this is the first time we are hearing, or because of this topic we are hearing this word? This is just one thing. Since we are coming from product manager side, we want always a session should be interactive. So we do little bit different how the sessions we do. Like the more the sessions, like say the number of slides which we cover will be less, more the things we'll cover in the interactive way. It will be good like, please be vocal. And again, it's going to be benefit for both vice versa. Okay, so more the question you ask, more the things we will also learn, and more the things we can able to share what we know. Okay, so so how much of you heard this word AI in smart city? This is the first time we are hearing. Or we are learning for the sessions which we are forced to do. Okay. So I'll just tell introduction about the smart city. Okay, smart city is generally in India it's becoming buzzword, but across the globe, right, it has been kickstarted more than 12, 13 years before. In 2012 onwards, every city started thinking about creating a smart city across the globe. Okay. Okay, so why this word smart city has been happen? Generally, we have cities, right? Why this word smart city has been came? So the reason is like they want to till in the normal cities, right? Generally, day-to-day activities or day things which has been happening in the country or in the city, which has been happening, will be controlled by the government, and government will be having a full control of through the human. Every activity will be happening. Like for example, laying the road, seeing the traffic, or trying to understand what is happening in the city. Everything will be managed by the human, and human will taking care of the city's day-to-day needs and activities which has to happen in the cities. Okay, either it will be police control or security portions, or what are the like I can say like a water requirement or electricity. Everything will be taken care by the human. So it has been it will become so much a burden. Human cannot able to meet the needs which the city has been growing up. Like for example, initially the city has been very small. If you see, considered like a Chennai. In Chennai, the city size before, at least I can say like 20 years before, the size of the city is like just 20 kilometers. Okay, now it has been broadened to 45 to 50 kilometers. So that's how it has been. City has been expanded. When the city has been expanded, the need for the city has been grown a lot. So this is what we call as urbanization. Okay, so urbanization growth has been becoming day to day big, and the needs also be getting increased. So since the increase in the urban place has been increased a lot, human cannot able to meet the needs which cannot be fulfilled in a short duration. It has been delayed. So for example, I want to get electricity connection. So it will take a time. Okay, maybe I need to go through the lot of process, through the manual process, fill the documents and everything. It has been manually we do what we need for the cities, right? So we go and fill the documents. It will take a week or sometimes 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get the things fulfilled. So it is becoming very complicated for the government to manage that. So that's how the smart city concept came across the globe. So they thought how we can use technology in the development of the cities, and how we can able to make the city smart and get the things done fast by bringing technologies like either computerized technologies or robotic technologies or IoT, whichever may the technology which has been suiting based on the needs. So this is how the smart city concept came across the globe. Okay, so smart cities initially it will become they thought that okay, how to collect the information about the city, what is the needs of the city. It's been very challenging across the globe. So because most of the country, right, few countries have been advanced in the technology, few have been very lagging. So they cannot able to follow the same pattern how they want to develop the smart city. For example, in India, it has been started around 2014-15 to enhance the smart cities. I hope everyone would have been hearing the word. 100 cities has been picked up in India to make that as a smart city. So that's how the smart city concept has been came across the globe, and everywhere it has been implemented. And India has been a little bit lagging on implementing smart cities, but still we are trying to cope up with the global to make sure that we are becoming enabler in the technology and making sure that we are up to the par to the other country, how we are implementing the smart cities. Okay, so now we'll go back to the topics. Okay, what are the challenges? What are the biggest challenges city faces? Can someone share what are the biggest challenges city faces? Any city, okay, just to take any of the cities. Wherever you stay, what are the biggest challenges cities are facing?
Water management.
Water management.
Flood water, especially.
Okay. Any other?
Traffic
Traffic.
problems, sir. Traffic
Okay.
mainly. Cities
Okay.
like Chennai, right? They are facing a lot of traffic.
Okay. Any other? Traffic. Any other challenges? So we face only the traffic is the only challenges we face. Pollution. Then anything else? I hope you have been correct or it's been exactly what the cities faces. Any other thing?
Water contamination problems, sir.
Water contaminations. It's good. That's one of the answer.
And then not getting the continuous power.
Continuous power. Yeah, that's correct.
Fluctuation. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so all this problem, I hope majority of the problems are came out. Okay, so these are the biggest problems city has been facing. Okay, so and the last one, which most of the mysteries, road and transport. Okay, road development. Okay, so because the reason is like when the city grows, the road requirement is day by day getting increased, and the last will be the transport. So transport need in the city will be
Sanitation problem.
Yeah, that's one.
Drainage.
Drainage. Yeah, so all are related with water related things, right? So what are basic requirement of day-to-day activities which city are needed to run the show, or the people who is living in city that has to be fulfilled in other way around. So these are the biggest challenges city faces. Okay, how can we avoid this? What we can do? What do you think can able to solve this problem? Did we thought about that? Or do you think like, okay, government has to do everything? Do we need to depend on government much, or can we do something? How do we think? What we need to do? Do we need to depend heavily on the government, whichever the country it may be? I'm just giving the general thought. Okay, let's not take it very narrow. Whichever the city we are looking, do we expect city to solve the problem? Means government to solve the problem for the city problems which we face, or how can we help? Any idea? See, let's be vocal. Okay, so this session should be a little bit casual. Okay, don't take it anything like a big thing we are going to learn. Nothing. Okay, we are going to just learn about the technology, how it has been adopted. Okay, how can we solve? Can we solve the problem, or we need to depend on the government? Yes or no? Just
Both cannot be done, sir. Both should be cooperated.
okay.
Individually,
What we can do
only
from
government
outside?
cannot.
What we can do? What we have? What we can do?
They can take the surveys regarding the drainages and whatever the pollution, how the traffic is from the each and area level, and accordingly the government can take the action.
Okay. Apart from that, see, okay, let's be as a human, we will take it as a practical thing. Okay, so can I pay? Can I contribute money for the country? I don't think anyone will be. Yeah. Okay, we should cooperate with the government policies. Okay, that's good. That is one of the things as an individual we can do. Hello, I'm not able to hear you, Anju. Okay, so what we can do is like we'll take it in a generic way. Okay, so can I give money to the government? I don't think anyone will be willing to do. Okay, no one will be willing to pay money to the government to contribute for this. So how can we do? We have everyone have certain amount of information which we can share to the government so that government can take action. So what we do generally in olden days, what we do, we have a problem, we raise a complaint, we go and write a letter and give to the complaints, right? But the problem what we do is like we don't have a justification data to justify what is the problem, how many days it has been there. So we don't have enough information to share to the government to make a decision on that. Because sometime, right, in an area, only one person will be having a problem. In some area, only 2 or 3. So we cannot able to make a decision. Government will have a difficulty in making a decision where the problem is there, how to solve the problem. So that is the biggest challenge government had to make a decision on that. So first thing what they done is like they felt that how to collect the data, how to collect the problems which is faced across the city. So that is the first activity they done. How they are going to collect the data. So again, they had a biggest challenge. How can we collect the data from across the people? Some will be willing to share, some will not be willing to share, right? Some will be voluntarily coming and telling that, okay, I have this problem. This is the problem. I want that has to be solved. Some will not be willing to share because they will feel that, okay, if I share that, government will take it will become like I'm criticizing the government. Okay. So there are 2 ways of looking into that. But the problem is like, unless otherwise we'll vocally sharing this problem statement, government cannot take any action. That sometimes it will be harsh, sometimes it will be soft. That's a different approach we need to take to share the things. So what the government done is like, so they felt that they cannot able to solve the problem just by understanding one or two people. So they created they thought, okay, how can we induce technology into the into all the day-to-day activities or the city things which they manage, okay, by bringing technologies. Like they started migrating from manual way of getting the information from the individuals to the automated way, or I can say like an automated way means by computerizing the technologies, bringing technologies in everywhere, in every government sectors, right? So what they done, slowly it's not happen in one day. It will not happen, right? You know, everyone knows allocating a budget for transforming from one method of doing to another method, it will be very difficult. I hope everyone knows. For example, someone having one food habit, suddenly I'm telling to change to another food habit, it will be very difficult to change. No one can say that, okay, I daily have something food, then suddenly you are asking me to change the food habit. No one can adopt in a day or 2. Everyone will feel lot of resistance. That will be the one of the biggest challenge when we transform from one format of working to another format of working. So that will be the biggest challenge government faced. Because when someone suddenly working in manual method, suddenly I'm coming and telling that, okay, you cannot work in the documentation method. You need to start using computer. So generally, first thing what we'll say, I don't like that. I feel that this is not the good method of implementing. I feel that, okay, this will not get succeed. So the resistance will be very, very high on implementing from one format of migration from another format. So the city, which are the issues they faced, they want to make that as a smart city. To make that as a smart city, definitely they need to implement a technology in each and every place where the problem is being there. So that's how the government started the initiative of the concept of smart city in India. So they thought, okay, how can we bring 2 things? One, implementing technology in the cities first. They picked up some cities, they want to implement technologies in the cities first. And then they want to go to the rural area as well in the longer run. Okay, but right now, most of the countries are implementing technology-based transformation in the cities. Okay, in India also, I hope I told before also, close to 100 cities has been picked up and they are working from 2014. Okay, 2014, Indian government has taken the initiative of migrating the city into a smart city, and they picked up the city. There is a website which is anyone can search. Okay, what is the initiative smart city plan which government has been announced? Okay, in that 100 cities has been picked, and then they started doing that. For example, in Tamil Nadu, they picked up like let's take it in the Coimbatore is one of the topmost city they picked up, and they picked up some of the places like Salem, Tiruchi, Chennai, okay, and a few cities, okay, in south places, okay, Madurai. They picked up close to 6 to 7 cities, and that they started with Coimbatore. Coimbatore is the place where the smart city has been implementation is going very fast. Okay, so it has been implemented close to 3 years, but still it will take another 3-4 years or maybe 5 years to come up to the speed of implementing smart cities. Okay, so this is one of the examples we want to kickstart on the smart city things, how the city has been transforming to the smart cities. Okay, so we'll ask you a very simple thing. Suddenly you are working on, okay, see, yesterday I think so someone asked this question, right? I don't know what is the topic is. So in colleges, we are taking the classes. How are we taking the classes? We are in person, we are taking the classes. Is it going to be staying? It's not like a criticizing anyone. Do you think like in other countries, it's been followed in the same way? They're taking classroom sessions. Do you think, how much you think classroom sessions has been happening out of 100%? How much we think classroom sessions should be conducted, how much has to be transformed? In other countries, how it has been there right now? Did anyone have any idea? Or since everyone is lecturing, did anyone gone through the Google and searched how the in different countries the sessions or classroom sessions has been happening? Anyone tried that on searching this? Yes, no. Please be vocal. Because I want to give a survey, just want to give a survey feedback how the countries have been transforming in the classroom session. Because the smart city first started with the classroom sessions, okay, in the schools, in colleges across the. So every country they felt that okay, where we need to start with. Okay, they had a very big confusions. Okay, for example, Singapore is the first city started the smart city concept, and Zurich is one of the cities in Switzerland, New York. So these are the topmost cities which has been implemented the smart cities in the upfront. Okay, they started implementing from 2014-15, and they are topmost now. They are the topmost cities which is being implemented smart cities. But I just want to know where they started. Okay, so that's the reason again I'm asking this question. How do we feel? Do we need to implement a online based classroom sessions, or still we want to go with the technologies? How many people feel the technology has to bring in the classroom or for taking classes? I hope almost all the colleges started, right? Maybe it would have been not directly started as taking the sessions, but at least like a video sessions or lab, everything. At least a lab has been started more than 10-15 years before across the India. But classroom sessions, it's not yet started. Most of the labs, I hope every lab, at least we'll have a computer-based technologies. We are teaching that how the lab has to be done, how the laboratory, how the exercise has to be done, or how the coding has to be done, everything, right? But do we think like a classroom sessions also has to be technologist or no? I don't know whether I'm speaking alone or anyone is there.
There are two things, sir. I mean, if you're supporting like the technology can be supported for the class. So that is, we are going in the increasing order, sir, or the latest trend that we can use it. The drawback is that then going forward, the professors and all, there is no manpower required, right? So everything is automated, means it's a problem to the human or the professors, right? So we'll be facing the problem, sir. So
Okay.
I mean, both are there, sir. Both plus and minus are there. Both pros and cons are there.
Okay, I'll give a little bit of. Can we step back and think in that angle? Okay, so who created these technologies?
It's us, sir.
It's we created the technology. How do we think like a technology will overtake us? So the reason is like it's a fear created. See, there is two things we need to come out of this thing. Okay, the reason why I'm telling this is not only for smart city. Okay, in any technology development, technology cannot overrule human. That is not going to work out. Okay, so that is a fear created because of the persons or because of the okay, some persons will have a fear. Okay, that's generally right. One person having a fear, it will be spread across the globe. That's how it will happen. So it's a fear or it's a myth which has been created across the globe. Actually, technology cannot overrule human, and human is a person created the technology, and the technology growth has been happening because of human. So always human cannot be replaced by the technology at any point of time. Yes, it can do. I cannot say that it cannot do everywhere, but at least it can do for 10 or 20%. But there also the human can be still used by rescaling them. Okay, it does not mean that the person cannot will be losing the job or he will be replaced. No, it is a myth. Okay, let's be very clear. So let's come out of that myth and then think in that way. So we need to upskill ourselves to make sure that how can I use the latest technology? That is the only solution we have. It does not mean that human will be replaced by the technology. Never ever it will be happening. For example, let's take it a very simple example. Okay, today one of the laptop I'm working in my system. Okay, suddenly the laptop got crashed. Do you think like laptop can fix on its own? No, it cannot fix. Someone should be log into the laptop, check what is the problem in the laptop, and then how they need to work to fix the problem. So definitely technology cannot rule human. Human will be ruling the technology, but technology is going to be subsidy, or I can say it's going to help the human to do the work fast. Okay, for example, I'm taking a class. Okay, what we do generally, I'm just giving that simple thing. What I'm doing when we take a part-time classes or lectures, what we do. So like 5 years before or 6 years before, when we take a part-time lecture to the person who is coming to our company in the engineering division, what we do, we take the book, we start reading the books completely, we take the notes in the papers, like at least we take like 30 to 40 pages of notes, then we'll go and explain. So the number of 40 pages of notes, what we do, we started writing one by one. Writing will take a long time for us to do. So then what we done, we started converting into the laptop. What are the notes we do? We have the soft copy of the book in the laptop itself. We take the notes, we selected the lines and then copy paste in the WordPad. It will become very fast. So initially when I'm writing the notes, it will take like 4 to 5 hours I spend on taking the notes. Then when the technology comes, what it has done, it has simplified my work from 4 hours to half an hour to 1 hour. Within 1 hour, I can able to prepare for my class, and then I can start taking the class next day. So it has been changed. Now what is being done? So now I'm making sure that I am also learning, and then I'm making the employee also, or I mean the company also, the person's also learning by the technology. So the technology has been evolving in automated way. Now what I can do, instead of daily, I'm going and taking the repeated section again and again. For example, I'm going to take the class, the same topic again and again for every 6 months for the new batches, or every year. It will becoming boring. Sometimes I will feel boring. I'm taking this repeated classes. What we can do? We can convert into 2 ways. One, I can make the repeated work in automated way by taking the recorded videos, and then I can start running the show. And second thing, in this time, what I can do, I can make sure that I can help the team members, or I can help the students by taking the innovation thing. I can take a lab. Instead of spending more amount of taking the theoretical portion, I can spend good amount of time with the students and taking the lab. But end of the day, I will be there. I'm not going to be replaced at any point of time. Only the way I taken the class from starting to now, it has been changed. So I just want to make sure that come out of this myth telling that okay, human will be replaced by the technology. No, it is not going to be, unless otherwise human is being ready to adopt the technology, ready to change the transformation. He will be there. He cannot be replaced. The only thing is like the way I taken before 10 years before, I cannot take in the same method. So that's how it's going to be changing. Okay, we'll come back to this topic and the same thing why I told all this problem. So the city development across the globe, what they started with education systems. Okay, the first country which started with education is New York. New York is the country which started how to make the lecture work simple. They made a recorded video, and they made sure that how the videos can be sent to the student a week before. For example, next week they are going to attend the session. They start doing the recorded video, or they'll send the small teaser books which they need to refer on Saturday, Sunday, or the weekly off. So they can go through the session. When they're coming to the class, so the session will be in such a way that they are not going to teach anything. They are going to clarify the doubts, and they'll give a high level view. What is the problem statement, or they will give the topic. They will explain about the topic in a high level. The session will become more interactive. And what the lecturer started is like they will be asking more questions to the student. What you understand from that? Why you feel that this has been implemented in that way? So what it has done is like it make the people to think in a creative way. Right now, what we are doing is like we are exactly saying what we are in the book. So it is not going out of the book. So that problem has been solved by modernizing the lecturer thing. So this is how the smart city first implemented in New York. They felt that it has been, they seen in first 2 years, they started in 2011 as a small, for few colleges. They felt that in 3 years, it had have a big revolution in the learning curve of the students. Then they started implementing this slowly, little bit fast. So education system is the first place wherever the smart city technologies has to be implemented, will be started in every country. For example, in New York, in Singapore, or in Switzerland, they started the smart city revolution in the education system only first. They seen the big success, then they started in the common places. Because the reason is like for the students, right, it's easy for them to convince and get the things moving. When they're able to succeed there, then they started across the globe. Okay, that means across the cities. Then they started second with the where you should think it should start in the smart city development. Where do you think? So we started with education system, right? So where do you think it has to go next? It has to go to the pollution control or a population control or transport, air pollution or diseases or managing urban services like electricity, water, etc. Where do we need to start next? Where it would have been started?
Pollution.
Pollution. Any other thing? Okay.
Medicals.
Vehicles. Okay.
Medical science.
Okay. Medical. Water and electricity. Anything? Because the reason is like I just want to think. Okay. So the reason is like, so first thing, right? What is the first thing we needed? Okay. What do you think? Like, okay. See, pollution control. Yes, it has been there for a long time. So do we need to start pollution first? Or disease? Disease has been there. Disease we cannot able to predict, right? Which is disease, for example, COVID came. Did anyone expected that COVID will come? Even though we have a modernization in technologies, we have a modernization in the hospitals and everything. Did anyone able to control COVID? No, it's unexpected disease. So we can able to make a precautions, but we cannot able to avoid the disease. Okay, to some level we can able to control, but it cannot be avoidable. Any other thing?
Public distribution.
Yeah, I missed that. What you're saying, Yogesh?
Public distribution, sir. Public distribution and government office schemes and processes.
Okay, so what is the first thing you expect in the home, in the city? Safety, right? So the first thing everyone expect in the city is safety, right? So how safety the city is? Okay, when I'm going to transform from rural to urban, what is the first thing I will see? Which city I want to go, right? For example, I have different cities. Okay, in South India, I have in Bangalore, I'm in Chennai, I have in Hyderabad, I have in Kerala, Cochin. So there are different cities are there, right? First thing what I will do, when some rural member wants to transform to city, they will three things, right? How city is safe? How safe is it for my home? Is it safe for me to stay there or not? So that is the biggest thing we look into that, right? So we look like whether the city has been safe to help us or not. That's the biggest thing we look. So the safety is the second place the smart city development started. Okay, they thought so then they thought is like how we can implement smart city in the security portion. So who manages security in a city? Who manages the security in the city? Did government manage?
Police from the government only, right?
Yeah.
So they can.
Okay, so police manages the thing, right? So the first thing they done is like how to update the police department. Okay, so they started implementing a smart city, right? So to make the police comfortable and understanding that what is happening on the city, they implemented I hope everyone knows. Okay, I don't know anyone travel to Chennai during the festival time. If you see that, right, you will see everywhere camera or sensors or most of the places, right? The first thing they implemented is cameras. Okay, I hope everyone now in home also everyone is implementing the CCTV camera, right? So that is the first thing we do from our side. So that's how the technology comes on the security side. First, the education is the test belt every country started, and they felt a big success. Then they started with CCTV cameras or cameras. So to make the camera working effectively, what is the basic need we have? What is basic need for us? What we have? I'll come to this topic later. Which is the first thing we needed?
Systems, sir.
Systems and internet, right?
Yeah,
so if I want
internet,
to monitor, the basic thing I needed, if the CCTV camera has to be monitored, internet. So internet is the first revolution which brought on the smart city evolution across the globe. Okay, till 15 years before, I don't think anyone knows how to use internet. I don't think anyone uses smart mobile itself, right? So everyone uses a small phone, and then we'll use we call them and then we'll speak to them. We did not know how to track, how to monitor, and anything. We don't have anything on the smart mobile things, right? So the first thing everyone transformed, not only from the police alone, everyone transformed because of internet. So internet played the biggest role on the transformation of the smart city, right? And for internet to play, what is the biggest thing? Connectivity and communication. So this is the first thing needed to contribute for the smart city development. So what they done, they make sure that connectivity and communication across the city has been happening very smart. So government enabled seamless communication between the government department and agencies. Okay, agencies, they tell simply it can be any department. Okay, government department agencies may be the third party people who is helping the things. It can be the vendors of the smart CCTV cameras, or it can be anything. So these are the two things which has to work hand in hand, both the government as well as the agency or the product vendor who provide the product has to work hand in hand to make sure that the communication has been happening. For example, let's take it agencies, means it can be anything. Okay, let's take it the telecom. Telecom, who is providing the service provider for us? The mobile. Okay, most of them will be Airtel, or we have like different things, right? Vodafone or different thing, Reliance or BSNL. So these are the 4 service provider majorly we use for the communications, right? So that's how the internet has been, we are transferring the data, or how we are doing the communication between each other, everything came across. So the connectivity and communication, the first thing government started concentrating. So if you see, they started laying the cables. I hope everyone seen how the telecom cables has been laid across the globe. Okay, this is the first thing government has given the initiative of giving to the private sector to make sure that the communication between the home and the government has to happen seamlessly, and all the agencies has to set up the proper communication channel, and it has to be monitored by the government. So if you see everywhere, you see the towers, right? Telecom towers. Telecom tower is the first thing which helped for smart city development. So I hope, see, one or the other way, it will be plus for us, somewhere it's been minus, because if you see that that is also creating a noise pollution and the air pollution. Okay, but it cannot be avoided. If you want to make sure that smart city has to be implemented, somewhere we need to convince ourselves. So if you see everywhere in the city, at least you'll see different types of smart towers. It has been implemented to make sure that communication has been happening fast. So that is the first transformation organization, or I can say like a government done to make sure that data or communication has been happening between the peoples, or between the government and the person who is working in the city. So this is the first thing done. The second thing is like data sharing and integration. Okay, what is data sharing? Okay, so what they done? So they will do. So for example, I'm asking that how many people are staying in this place? Okay, in this location, how can we find that? Can we able to do that? How many people are staying in this house, or how many people are staying in this location? How can we do that? For example, I take one place, I can say like one area in one city. I want to know how many people approximately staying in that area. Can we able to find it or no? Can we able to find? Yes, no.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How
Yes,
can
sir.
we find that? Okay, see, be vocal, man. See, it's don't think like it's a lecturer we are going to take. I just want to be casual. Okay, so nothing is going to be loose on these sessions. Okay, but you're going to learn more things. Be vocal. Start asking more questions. Okay, so how can we find that? Okay, in this area, how many people are staying? What is the different ways we can find? How many?
Tracking their cell phone signal, sir.
Okay, that is one. Any other? The answer is here itself. Okay, the first thing is like tracking the signals, how many people are using the telephones in that area. That is one of the biggest method, because I cannot go and ask you, are you using telephone? It's very difficult. So what they do, they speak to the service provider, ATAL, and understand in that area how many people are using telephone. Okay, how many people are commuting in that area. That is one. And second thing, they will use the traffic. They will track the road, and they understand how much of vehicles has been crossing that area. It can be cycle, it can be bike, it can be car, anything. Third, how many people are using the public transport in that area? How many people are commuting from that area to another area? How many people are traveling? Okay, for example, there is a 10 buses are traveling, government buses are roaming from that place. That means they can able to understand if all the 10 buses are going full, approximately, I will consider it in a bus, minimum 50 to 60 people are going. 10 into 60, 600 people are traveling in a day morning. So they know that how many people are going in, how many people are going out of the area. So that is one way of tracking that. And that is one thing. And second thing, This is one. And or they will do physically, they'll go and monitor how many people are staying, doing the survey. Okay. Generally, survey is one of the method, like I think so. People survey they do to understand how many people are staying in the city. They'll take one area and they'll try to understand how much of people are there. So then what they need to do, they'll get the data. So that is how the data has been gathered by the government to make action on that. For example, this much of people are staying in this place. What is the facility we need to provide for that place? So that's how the government will make a decision. Government cannot make a decision that everywhere I will provide all the services in all the cities, in the entire city. No, it's not going to be. Okay, some places you will see the facility will be more because it may be heart of the city. Some places you will see the facility which is provided by the government will be low. Some places you will see it will be very, very minimum. If you see outskirts of the city, okay, you'll see the services which is provided will be very, very minimum. But if you see heart of the city, the services which is provided by the government will be very, very high. So based on the place, they will make sure that what is the facility we need to provide. If the more the people they stay, more the people they commute, then they will make sure that more amount of facilities has to be provided to that place. So how they do? By gathering the data. Data sharing and data integration is very of the things which is being needed to make a decision on that. Third, digital transformation of service. So what they do? Brought efficiency in municipal. See, this is one of the things, including tax collections, permit. So if the government wants to do what they want to do, they will do the transformation of the service. To do the service, what they do? They collect the fund from the people by taxes. Okay, they will do. So what are the taxes they collect from the city? If you see the taxes in the city and the taxes in the rural will be totally different, right? Are it going to be same? Is it same or different?
Scale changes, sir.
Scale changes, then anything?
Subsidy will be cut for the cities.
Yeah. Okay. So if you see, right, I don't know how many people understand that. Okay. So because the reason is like everything tax collected, right? The tax collections will be changing from city to urban, rural area. I can say in urban area, the taxes collected will be more because the people are being staying close. That is one, and the facility they are getting is more. So obviously the tax end up in we will be paying will be more in the urban area. So that's the reason behind rural area will get more benefit because the reason is like the facility they are providing getting is less. For example, the road facility which is there in the rural area will be very, very minimum when compared to the urban area. Urban area will see if there is a small issues in the road thing, immediately it will be fixed. At least it will not be fixed immediately in India, but at least in a month or two they will fix that majority of the places. Okay, but if you go to the rural area, that road facility, if they want to fix it, will take months. Okay, because they feel that what is the revenue they are going to get will be less, and the amount of facility they want to provide will be also minimum because the number of people staying also less. So they don't want to spend excess of money for that. So that's the reason began companies are spending or government is spending huge amount of money on the urban development. Okay, on public Wi-Fi. If you see everywhere, initially, if you see right 5-10 years before, internet you will paying huge money. Now, if you see, I'm just telling 10 years before, internet service provider will charge anything between 6,000 to 7,000 per month. Now, how much we are paying? We are getting internet just by paying 200 rupees. Okay, that means how much of technology transformations happen. Because of the technology transformation, the number of people who is using this technology has been becoming huge. Because of that, they feel they reduce the price and they're making sure that we are able to afford that money. So that's how the internet transformation has been happen. Internet is the biggest cause of smart city transformation. Okay, if there is no internet, no transformation would have been happen. So the first thing which caused the transformation of the smart city across the globe is internet, means internet service which has been provided in the cities. Okay. Second, we'll go to the CCTV camera. Now, what CCTV camera provides for us? Okay. What is the CCTV camera role in early smart city? What it has done? As I told about the safety, we'll come back to the safety. What is this? What city has been done? Okay. So with the CCTV camera, what government is able to make a decision? Two things they use CCTV camera. One for crime prevention and investigation. If they want to do any crime which is happening in the city, they identify that by tracking the cameras. Okay, what is happening in the camera? Then second, with that camera, they can able to make an investigation. Okay, what has been happened? Okay, so these are the two things which government can able to do. They can able to determine crime and activity in the public spaces like street, parks, or transport hub, or it's been where it has been happened. It also helps law enforcement agencies monitoring high crime area. In which area crime has been happening more? In which area the crime has been happening less? So if the crime is happening more, then they need to make sure that more security has to be provided to that area. So all the decision is being made based on the CCTV camera footage, which has been collected by the police. Okay, that is one. Second thing, traffic management. So the biggest thing where CCTV camera helping is on the traffic management. Okay, how traffic has been tracked? How traffic has been tracked by the cities? How, what they do? Yes, what you're saying?
Crowd control.
Control, yeah.
Traffic
Okay.
monitoring.
Traffic monitoring. Okay, so they do two things. Okay, one is like they understand from each area how much of traffic is passing through. Okay, from one place to another place. For example, someone is traveling from, I'm just giving Chennai. I hope everyone knows Chennai. For example, someone is traveling from Tambaram to like a metro station places. Are they traveling to Guindy? Are they going to the like bus stand? How many people are commuting from one place to another? They will see the traffic congestion where it has been happening. Okay, in which place the people have been traveling more. Okay, how much of people are traveling from this place, picked up from this place? How many people have been dropped in that place? So each and everything will be monitored by the traffic management. They monitor by CCTV camera. They detect the number of people moving by motion sensor. They track that things. And then third is like how much of vehicles has been crossing that place. So everything will be helping to make a decision. What is the traffic congestion, where it has been happening? What is the immediate action has to be happen? I hope everyone knows. 2 days before, what happened? So everyone has been moving back from Pongal festival from their places to Chennai city. If you see certain places, traffic has been more. So what they've done? Immediately what police has been done. So in olden days, what we'll do? We cannot able to make a decision where the traffic has been more. In which place the people has been diverted. So what they done, police will be doing is like within 4 hours or 6 hours, the traffic has been slowly reduced because they find a way how to route the traffic. They understand that, okay, because this has been happen in real time to, I'm just telling 3-4 days before. Okay. All right. Maybe not 3 days, it may be 5-6 days before. Okay. Last week. So what they done, they understand that in which place the traffic people are coming more, and they started diverting the traffic into three different directions to make sure the traffic has been reduced within 6 hours. If they're not done, what would have been happened? It would have been making the people to cross that place at least minimum 12 to 16 hours. 4 years before, the same thing happened. It took 12 hours to cross that place. I'm just telling Tambaram. Okay, Tambaram is a place which is the hub to the entering the city. So to cross Tambaram, people take 10 to 12 hours to cross. Now the same thing it has brought down in 4 years to 5 years to 6 hours. So how they done? Because they had a pre-planning to understand that how much of people gone out. So 1 week before the people gone out of the city, at least I'm just telling it January 10th. They understand that how much of people cross the city, and they understand, okay, what they done. They did not allow the people to enter the same way. They make sure that they diverted the traffic into 3 different places to make sure the traffic has been, people are going out in 3 different routes. So that's how the traffic has been came down. So this is one of the actions police has been done, but many people did not know. They still think, okay, they take 6 hours, but no one would have been known 4-5 years before it took 12 hours to cross that same place. Okay, so this is the things they will do to make a decision. This is not only for making the traffic diversion alone. They also make a decision that, okay, in this place traffic has been coming more. How can we divert? By building a bridge. Okay, they will build a low hanging bridge, or they will make a over bridge to make sure that how the traffic can be diverted. So all the decision will be made by this CCTV camera only. They are tracking the traffic, how the city has been done, and it's been used. Okay, till now we told about the problem, how the smart city has been evolving. Okay, now to make the smart city active in the internet, now which is the revolution is been happening now. Till now we used 3G, 2G, 3G, right? Now what is the things it's been coming into the market now? 5G. I hope everyone would have been known a little bit heard about the 5G, right? Or no? Did anyone knows what is 3G, 4G, and 5G in the communication? Which is the latest thing right now we are using in the internet? I hope everyone is using internet in their mobile. All right? Yes, no? Okay, so till now everyone is using 3G and 4G, right? So most of the people's right now, see, at least majority of the people's right now is using 3G, or the phone has been supporting 4G or 5G. They will be started migrating to 4G, but still 5G has been evaluating. and the bandwidth which 5G internet provisioning which we can able to use will be very, very fast. It's nothing but about the speed, about the bandwidth. Okay, I don't want to go too technically about the frequency and all, but it uses the frequency of 1900 megahertz. But just to high level, I want to make you to explain. 3G works in 900 megahertz, and 4G works in 1200 to 1800, and 5G works in 1900 megahertz and above. Okay, that's a frequency which has been used. Okay, and the technical side. So 5G is one of the latest internet technology which has been used. So how 5G is going to help the smart city development? Okay, so I hope everyone has been hearing the word IoT. What is IoT? I hope day before yesterday Arun also told about IoT somewhere. IoT transformation. Yesterday also ma'am told about something about IoT. What we understand from IoT from last 2 days sessions? Did we understand what is IoT? Full form is Internet of Things, that everyone would have been known, right? What is IoT? IoT devices are. What are the IoT devices are? Did we know what any IoT devices in our home we use? Okay, so I hope everyone is using LED TV, right? Or LCD TVs, right? So I hope every TV is having a IoT enabled. Okay, most of the new TVs which has been coming having a, I don't know how many people know that your mobile also having IoT enabled. Most of the people will not know. Okay, someone asking that, okay, my sensors is one of the things which has been helping. Okay, every device is having a sensors now. Okay, mobile also working like IoT. Okay, initially mobile is the first thing which will help us to collect the data. Okay, so someone wants to know who, let's take it a very example. Someone wants to know where Prem has been traveled in last 1 week. Can they able to identify? Can we able to track what Prem has done in last 1 week? How are we tracking that? How police is tracking that? How do you think? How police is tracking this person has gone to this place and they tell that, okay, in this place he stayed. Okay, it is purely based on the mobile. Okay, so no one tells that, okay, this person gone to this place. And if you ask the person will not tell the truth. Okay, did you gone to this place? They will not tell. So there are two ways they are tracking. One, by the internet signal or the mobile signal where you travel. That is one method. And second thing, in knowingly, unknowingly, what we do, we enable the Google, right? Google is one of the things which is helping the police most when compared to the mobile signal. I hope everyone uses Google in their mobile. Okay, and everyone uses Google Map. Okay, I don't know how many people know that Google Maps tracks what you do day in, day out, from morning to evening. So for example, I travel from one place to another place. If I'm telling that, okay, which are the places I traveled, there is no need for you to tell that, okay, I travel to this, for example, I gone to vegetable shop, I gone to this mobile shop, or I gone to this office. I worked in office for 10 hours. So someone is telling that, okay, I worked in office 10 hours. Easily it can able to tell you, no, you did not stay in office for 10 hours. You stayed in office only 3 hours by Google Map. Okay. So Google Map, indirectly what we are doing, we are providing more and more data about what we do day in, day out. For example, someone wants to know, okay, how my house design is been there. No need for going and asking the person how my house design is. Okay, someone wants to know draw the house design of my place where I'm staying. By tracking my mobile device, they can able to draw my house design. Okay, it will tell you, okay, how my house will be looking like, approximately where my kitchen is, where my bedroom is, okay, where I'm spending good amount of time in my home. Someone is asking that, okay, in my home I'm spending at least 2 hours or 3 hours in the hall. No need for the person to say. I can just put your mobile number. Security team, what they will do, they'll put the mobile number and they scan that, and they can able to understand in a day how many hours you spend in which place. For example, you're spending in the college for 6 hours. It can able to easily track in these 6 hours in this classroom you're spending this much of hours. Okay, in your home, in this hall, you're spending 2 hours in a day. So there is no need for you to share anything. You are, without knowingly or unknowingly, you're sharing this information to the Google, telling that, okay, what is my device? So when you're using smartphones, be careful what data I need to share, what data I should not share. So make sure that you should know what is the security standards you need to follow on the mobile. So there are pluses and minuses in the smart city development. The pluses is like they can like for example, police can easily track anyone, what they do day in, day out. Okay, that's very easy to track. But the challenge is I am unknowingly, I'm sharing the data without my permission. Okay, because the reason is like what we do is like, so they will ask that, okay, I did not given a permission. Everyone will say, I did not given a permission to track my mobile. But the problem is like when we install the package or install the product, or when we start using that, the first thing is like it will tell that, okay, read the terms and conditions. But most of the people, without reading the terms and conditions, we say agree for everything and then we install the product. But the problem is like when we're installing the product, we need to make sure that what is the information I need to enable, what are the information I should not enable. But knowingly, unknowingly, everyone will enable that option. So since we enable that option, what they do, by the mobile, from the mobile, they collect all the informations in the internet and they will make understanding what you do in day in out, day out. Okay, so this is how they started the smart city first. Okay, this is first. And second thing is the camera. CCTV camera is the second thing. It has been helping to track what you do day in, day out, in which location you crossed, in which place, what time you crossed. Everything will be tracked by the CCTV camera. That has been helping the police. Third, by the traffic signal. In this signal, how much of time you stayed, in which you are going. That is the third. And fourth is you are enabled Bluetooth or Wi-Fi in your devices or the transport which you go, either by go in car or most of the nowadays. I hope everyone knows in all the cities not executed. For example, transport, which public transport also enabled with Wi-Fi. So in Bangalore, it has been started recently for last 6 months. So in public transport also, if you travel, it can able to track that, okay, this person traveled on this transport from this place to this place, and he stayed in this bus for this much of time. That is also tracked by the Wi-Fi. So initially, how they make a decision. So initially, for example, today you give a complaint, what it will do. So today I give a complaint, police will tell that you come after 2 days, we'll come back and tell you that what happened on this person, right? So that's how initially they track. So initially for 4 years before, they implemented a cloud-based monitoring in the cloud. Okay, it will be anywhere in the data center. I can say, I don't know how many people know data center. It's a common place. I can say it's a centralized place. They collect all the data which is coming from the different devices, which is implemented in the city. Okay, and then they'll make a decision what has been happened. For example, I'm going and searching your mobile number. It will go and search, okay, with your mobile number, what are the data? It has been collected for the last 24 hours or last 7 days. It will make a decision. Okay, this is the things you've done, and they'll cross verify with the CCTV camera whether the mobile information which is collected from you is same as CCTV camera. Yes, then they will compare with the traffic, then they'll compare with the computation. So all the 4 information they'll cross verify and they make a decision. Yes, this guy has crossed exactly this place, and then it's been captured in the CCTV camera, and a signal also matching. So everything has been matching. That's how they do. But it took minimum 1 to 2 days to make a decision. That is how the cloud AI has been coming into the market. It's helped us in the market. Now, how Edge AI has been helping. Now we're shifting the data capture from the common place nearby to your home. So what they done, like if you're having a telecom, how you see the telecom tower, right? The same way they're implementing a server edge. I can say like they call it edge data center. In other words, they'll create a small data center in your area. They'll collect all your information near to your city. Okay, and they will be implementing the algorithm, AI algorithm, in the place where the edge data center is being there, and they make a decision from this place, telling that, okay, how fast it can be done. For example, today I given a complaint, within half an hour to 1 hour, they will give the details. Okay, this guy traveled in last 1 week in this place. These are the information has been collected, because before they do everything from a centralized place. So it took long time for us to collect. They want to analyze and they do everything. Now it is not going to be in that way. From the place where you stayed, where is a nearby, they collect more information from the nearby place. They narrow down the evaluation or understanding the information in the very short duration. For example, they collect this information from different places. They create like a ring. From every area, they collect the information about you. In that area, how much of time you spend in that area. You moved from one area to another area, they'll go to that place. There will be a server. They will collect the information from that. How they are doing. All the things happening because of the IoT evaluation. So the sensor is the one which has been there from the camera, from the traffic signal, from your device. The sensors collect the information. It will send to the edge server where the data will be processed immediately, and the decision will be made very fast, and then it will be making a decision, and it will be sharing to the police. Okay. Till now, it has been like a reactive. We can say this is a reactive approach. Okay, it's not a proactive approach. So until you give a complaint, they will not track your data. For example, I'm going and giving a complaint. Okay, this guy is doing some malpractice. Okay, he's doing some misbehavior or something. Okay, immediately what the police will do, it'll ask you in which place it happened. Then they'll track the thing. Then they'll, with the CCTV camera, they identify how many people have been using the signal mobile in that place. Then they will track the mobile signal. Then they identify who is the person who has been used. So that's how they track the things. Okay, and then it will be making a decision very fast. Okay, so it's been day to day, the technology has been helping the police to track the cases very fast. If you see, I don't know how many people know that the cases which has been happening in, I hope everyone knows that online institute sensitive issue have, how they track is purely based on the mobile signal of the person. They tracked within 6 hours. Okay, how fast the decision has been made because of these sensors, devices, or the data which has been collected from the sensors is helping them to police to make a decision very fast. Otherwise, they need to take, it will take minimum 2 to 3 days to do that. So the smart city has been transformed from the cloud way of making a decision to the edge way of doing the decision. Okay, now what is edge? What is edge server? How edge server is collecting the information very fast? Right? Everyone will have a doubt. What is edge server? What is edge? Anyone? I hope. I think it's the first day. Ma'am told, right? There is edge or something. I hope she has shared about it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes about this. Anyone understand what is edge server practically? Because let's go with the practical thing. So I hope you would understand, you would have got a good knowledge about the edge server for last 3 days in different places. You would have heard the word. Arun also told somewhere the edge. Did we understand what is edge? Are we sleeping? Okay, so edge is nothing but a small data center. As I told before, it's having combination of everything. Okay, so what edge server will do is like it will collect the device from your IoT devices in your home. First thing is like the transformer smart city started with smart home. Okay, smart home is the first thing which is helping the smart city development. Okay, what we do in our home, every device is nowadays coming with the IoT enabled. Okay, for example, you take your fridge is having IoT. If you're taking your TV, IoT is being there. If you're taking your washing machine, I hope IoT is being there. So now any electronics devices you use in your home or electrical devices also, okay, you use in your home, it has been having IoT enabled. It's having a sensor. So if you configure the sensor in your internet, data will be collected from the sensor or from the IoT devices to the centralized place, okay, to capture all your information about your home. For example, there is a smart door also came nowadays. I hope everyone is using smart doors. Okay. Nowadays, there is no lock. Okay. It's going to be in Japan, 50% of the homes are not having a lock or key. They'll use a smart door. Okay. They'll have a Bluetooth enabled devices in their mobile. They'll have that your mobile will act as a key. They'll give the password which will open the door of the home. They will not go and use a key to open the door because in China, for example, in Japan, most of the home doors are steel doors. I don't know how many people know. In India, we are using the wooden door, but in China, Japan, the doors will be steel doors. So it will be very strong. You cannot able to break the thing and get into the home because again, there is no key for that. If you have a key, you cannot break that and get into the thing because there is no concept of key at all. So in Japan, in city Tokyo, 50% of the houses uses a smart door system. Okay, smart door means it will be everything through the IoT devices. Okay, if I want to see what is happening in who is standing in my home, I can see from my mobile and I can give a comment to them telling that okay, there is a parcel came to my courier. I can call that smart camera which is in my door. I'll tell to them please drop that luggage in this place. Okay, or please drop my courier in this so and so thing, or drop my courier to my next home who is staying there. Okay, I can see everything from my camera and make a decision. For example, some of my relations suddenly came to my home. But if I'm outside, what I will do? Generally, what we do now, I need to travel back and then help my relation to go into my home. That is not needed. I can open my door from the remote place telling that, okay, you can get into the home. Okay, I can open the door from somewhere else. How much of distance it can able to cover to open the door? Can we open in 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers? How much maximum it can able to support?
500 meters.
500 meters. Okay.
Yes.
Any other? Okay, it can, the technology, latest technology, it's helping up to 600 kilometers. Okay, it's not It is not by small distance in meters. Okay. Now the technology has been in Japan. If I travel to, for example, I'm in Bangalore. I want to open my Chennai house. I can sit in Bangalore. I can open my Chennai house from here. It's a matter of just 2 seconds to open my door, which is a home in Chennai. Okay, so that much of technology advancement happened in the smart city development. So smart city development does not mean that only city development alone. Smart home is the first thing which will be the transformation. So initially, the smart city development started with education, then it started with the police, with the security side, then it came with the smart home. Smart home is the third thing which has been evolving now. In India, you can say smart home. How many people use a smart home? I don't think anyone started in India. Okay, we are using only smart. In the smart home, the only thing we use is smart mobile. Okay, apart from that, we did not transform much. So in city, at least some of the homes, right, at least like a 10 to 20% of the homes will have a CCTV camera, right, which has been tracking the information. Okay, so these are the two things we implemented now, but still there are a lot to do, okay, to make a decision on that. So how AGA has been helping us? Okay, is it to only helping the public alone, or it's helping for individual also? Will it help the individuals or no?
Should help individual also, sir.
How it can help? How do you think it can help? Because the reason is like a smart city, don't think like it's only public. It's both public and private. Okay, how it can help? How the smart home can help the person to solve the problems in a home? One is theft, that everyone knows. That not only police, we can also we can create alarm in the CCTV camera, and we can set the alarms like smart sensors in our home, which we can able to get alert. I hope everyone knows which has been happen. I don't know, in Rameswaram. I don't know how many people read the news in the TV. 1 month before, the person sitting in foreign country, he finds there is a theft. It is in Vilpuram also, I think. So there are two places I seen. One in Vilpuram and one more nearby. I forgotten that. Okay, in near to Rameswaram. Okay, the person who is sitting in foreign, he got an alarm in his home from CCTV camera. He immediately alerted his relation. They got there and defined it. So I hope that has been helped one. That is one everyone knows, which should have been heard in the news. Any other thing which we can help?
Sir, the aged people are the people, they are not able to walk, right? So they can, if they want to switch on the, switches, the
Yes.
TV or electronics, it can help, sir.
That is good. Okay, that is for the elder persons in the home. They cannot able to walk. For example, they want to power on the light. They want to power on the fan. They can do. They can sit. If the IoT has been enabled in your, I hope everyone knows IoT. I can say like fans are coming now. Okay, IoT lights have been coming. I can power on the lights, power off the lights, everything from for the elder person. Then for us, for generic person, how it can help? That is for the elder person. Anything? Okay. The biggest thing is like, okay, so for example, there is a malpractice, or I can say like there is a problem in my TV. So what we do? So till now, what we do? Till the TV is going dark or TV is not responding, then only we can able to raise a complaint telling that okay, my TV is not working properly. I'll go and call the customer care of the TV. For example, LG, Samsung, whichever the vendor I use, I'll call them and raise a complaint. My TV is not working. But once IoT has been enabled, there is no need for you to do that. Okay, for your home, because in India it's not, people started not effectively using that. But if you see in Japan and all, right, Japan, Singapore, there is no need for you to tell that okay, in my home TV is having a problem. Okay, TV company will call you, tell that okay, in your TV this is the problem, it has been happening. Do you want to replace that, or do you want to fix that? If you say yes, they will arrange the call in such a way they will come to your home, fix the problem in your TV. Okay, it has been helping in such a way that you will not able to identify a problem. They will identify a problem on behalf of you and they're helping you. Okay, before the TV is going completely bad, they will find and they will fix the problem. So in that way, what is the benefit I'm going to get? Okay, I will not lose the connections of my TV. That is one. And second thing, right, before my TV has been completely getting damaged, my part will be replaced. So for example, because of that part, other parts are not getting damaged, only the part will be replaced. So I'm saving a huge amount of money in my TV. Not only for TV. This is, I'm given an example for TV. I have a different places. One is a TV, one is like washing machine, fridge, anything, any electronic devices you use in your home, any wear and tear. For example, a light. If you're having a smart light, if that light is the light power or the light potential of the power, smart light is going down, it will automatically detect and tell you that okay, your light will get failed in 1 month. Do you want to replace that light? So before the light is getting dead, it can alert to you. So that much of technology advancements coming in the smart home now. In a smart home, anything in a home I can able to control from my mobile or my smart devices. Okay, how I can do? Because of the edge server. Okay, when the data has been coming fast, I can able to make a decision very fast. Okay, for that, everywhere in the city, edge implementation or edge data center has to be implemented, or edge technology has to be implemented. Edge technology works in two technology transformation has to happen in the city. One is 5G implementation has to happen very fast. In India, 5G implementation started last year, but it will take another 3 years. Okay, till 5G implementation happening, smart home cannot be implemented fully effectively. So most of the cities are waiting for 5G implementation. So once 5G implementation happening, you will see the edge servers or edge data center will be most of the places it will be transforming. That is one thing. And for 5G to work, collect 5G, the data transfer will be very fast. To make 5G to collect the data, everywhere we'll be start implementing the IoT. I hope everyone, everywhere we are seeing IoT has been coming up a boom, but still IoT is not implemented very effectively across the cities. Okay, so IoT transformation also will take some time. It's another 3 to 4 years. You can see at least in 2030, you'll see everywhere 5G, everywhere IoT will be enabled. So once IoT and 5G has been enabled, we can able to make a decision in the home also very fast. I want to power on my light. I can sit in my any place in my anywhere. Just I'm telling right now 600, 500 to 600 kilometer. It has been happened, and down the line in another 10 years, it can go up to 1,000 kilometers also. Okay. Okay. So that's how it's going to be transformed. So or it can go beyond that as well. So once it's gone in that way, I can able to control anything in happening in my home. For example, I want to power on my lights. I want to power on my TV. I want to power on my fridge. I want to power off my fridge. Everything I can sit in remote place. I can do that. For example, when I traveling to some place, I forgot to power off my TV, or I forgot to power off my fridge. I can sit in a remote. I can power off the TV or power off my fridge anywhere. Okay, anywhere around 600 kilometers right now. But once 5G fully implemented, I can do from more than 1,000 or 2,000. Okay, that's what they're saying, but I don't know how it's going to be effective. So that's how the smart city development, smart home is going to help us. Okay, any doubts in this? I hope I told about the practical thing. How it's going to help us. Any doubts in this? I hope everyone understand what is edge is. Okay. How edge is going to help. See, I'm telling the real time. So I don't want to go too much into technology. I'm telling the real time how it's going to help us, because otherwise, right, if you go too much into technology, people should get bored and sleep. Okay. Again, this is a sleeping time, 7:30. Since you people work from morning, will get tired. Okay. So how the smart mobile, then we'll go to smart people. So smart living is the one which I told about now. So 6 main areas smart city development has to happen. One is smart government, which I told some examples. Smart economy, economical development. Small mobility. Mobility is nothing but a transport. I'll tell a little bit detail when I'm giving an example. Smart environment. Smart environment is nothing but the pollution control, air pollution and everything. Smart living, which you people know, all the facility which you are getting. And smart people. Smart living is includes smart home as well. Smart people. Smart people is nothing but the person who is been advanced to the technology. If the smart city has to happen, people also has to transform the way they work. So I cannot say that I will go and see, because the reason is like still people feel uncomfortable on using the online money transfer, or see, one way online money transfer is helping, some other way it is not helping us. Okay, but majority of this, if you see benefit and drawback, benefit is more when compared. For example, I do the online transaction. I hope everyone knows, everyone is doing Google Pay, Phone Pay and everything, right? Online transaction nowadays. So that is one of the smart living which we are doing. Okay, and second thing, what we need to do. Say nowadays, still, I think so. Still, people are going to, for example, I want to pay my electricity bill, phone bill. Phone bill, I hope everyone is doing. Majority of the people doing through the online. But if you see electricity bill and water bill, what we are doing now. Okay, in city areas, at least 30% of the people still paying in online. But a majority of the people, what we prefer, will still prefer going to the place, pay the bill. But when the smart city has been implemented, I don't think down the line, it's again in India, I don't know how much time it's going to take. But if you see in Singapore, you cannot go and pay this any of the bill going to the place and pay that. You need to do everything online. Okay, no single transaction will be done by physically in Singapore. Majority of the things has been, at least I can say like not 100%, at least 80% of the things has been done on online. Okay, you want to pay the bill, you want to pay the tax, you want to pay the water connection, you want to raise a water connection bill, or you want to raise a complaint, everything you should do online. And police also, if you see you want to raise a complaint, you cannot do by giving a writing. Everything is online. If you want to give a police complaint, that is also online now. In India, it is not started officially everywhere in a smart city development. At least India is, I can say like a 10 to 20% has been implemented. Still India has to go far beyond, up to 80% we need to migrate. Because the problem is like, one, technology advancements not yet happened yet. That is one of the reason. And second thing is like people also not adopting the technology very fast. If the people started adopting, right, obviously government will be forced to change. But the problem is like in India, smart city development has been still happening slow, right? For example, smart transaction, right? Smart online transaction or bank transaction, India took more than 6 years to implement. But the same thing which has been across other cities, it took 2 years. So in India, the transformation is happening a little bit slow. That's the reason government is making a decision a little bit slow to make a transformation. But it will be happening. Maybe it may be happening a little bit slow, but still smart city development happening everywhere across the globe, in India also. Okay. Now we'll go to where and all it can be done, how it has been done. For smart government, how the government is doing, e-government platform. Everywhere, if you see, every state will have the government platform, right? If you Tamil Nadu, there is a Tamil Nadu government platform will be there. If you want to know anything about Tamil Nadu, if you want to see about Karnataka, every state is having its own platform, online platform, where you can able to do everything from there. There will be centralized platform. From that platform, they have an integration with, for example, I want to pay the electricity bill. From there itself, they'll give a link. For if you want to do the water bill, there itself there is a link is there. So everything they're integrated in the centralized e-government platforms and digital civics participation tools. Okay, how you can give the feedback. Okay, for example, I want to know. So generally, when we see, right, for example, if any government I can say like a government programs or any programs are happening nowadays, they are getting the feedback about how the how it has been happen, what is the participations feedbacks, everything they are collecting to the digitalized and data driven policy making. They're making a decision if they want to do, okay, if they want to increase the transport, okay, or the number of vehicles that has to go from one place to another place, or if they're making a decision of, okay, for example, they want to improve the road facility, or they want to improve the water facility in the city. Everything is done by the data driven policy making. So everywhere, before they make a decision just by the complaint. Nowadays, they are not making by the complaint. They are collecting the data and they're making a decision whether they need to go or no go. Everything done by the data. Data is the oil, or I can say like a data is a key for making any decision, not only for smart governments. Everywhere you see, you'll see data. Without data, you cannot make any decision. Data driven decision making is the key for any smart city development. Okay. So second is smart economy. I don't know. Okay, it's going to be 7:30. Okay, smart economy is one of the things. Like I'll just complete this slide. We'll take a break, then we'll go next. Okay, next will be completely lab and demo. Okay, smart economy, innovation hub and technology park are one of the things which I hope everywhere you're seeing that. And digital payment system, which I told about that, online payment and smart transaction, data-driven economic development strategy. At smart mobility, right? Like a traffic management system, electric and autonomous vehicles, which has been traveling. Now, if you see everywhere, every city is implementing electrical vehicles, okay, and public transports also. And in the environment side, most of the city making smart waste management system, okay. They are making a smart waste management system, which to make sure that the waste collected from the city has to be disposed. So they are making a smart waste management. I hope, I don't know how many people know, in Chennai, it's a 3 places smart waste management things have been there. Before they find they search for a place where the waste has to be kept. Now they are not doing that. At least 1 or 2 places they're still holding that, but most of the places they change to smart waste management and air and water quality monitoring. So that is also, it has been automated. So what is the quality of the water? What is the quality of the air? I hope everyone is getting a notification. If you go and see in the like for example in Tamil Nadu government website, you can able to see what is the air pollution rate in the city on today. You can able to track that, how they are doing. There is air pollution monitoring sensors have been there, which will identify how much of air has been polluted in that area. Everything is being monitored by the sensors through these devices. Okay, that's a smart environment they're doing. Smart living, I told about many examples, like how the smart home things have been done. Smart people. Okay, citizen engaged in platforms. So this is one of the things. Smart peoples. It will take a long time because people will always stay in the comfortable zone, right? I will not come up and give a complaint, or I will not be comfortable on giving the details about me. Okay, someone asked me that, can you tell me about yourself? People first will ask that why I need to share that. They will have internally they will have a doubt. Do I need to share about my information? That is one thing. That is good for the security purpose, but at the same time, we should know where to share, where not to share. Okay, for example, in the mobile, is it good to enable the Google Map tracking? It's no, because indirectly I'm giving all my data about me. Anyone wants to know anything about me, I'm openly sharing this information. So the first thing I should do is I should enable security parameters in my mobile. I don't know how many people do that, but make sure that this is one of the things which will make you secure. Don't share any of your information through the mobile unknowingly. You should share the information knowingly. For example, someone is coming and asking you, okay, can you share the information? You should understand where I need to share, where I need to not to share. But most of the places, right, unknowingly we are sharing that information. Okay, where we share this information, there are 3 places we share unknowingly. One by mobile, one by giving the by giving the survey. Okay, someone will ask that, okay, I'll give a gift. I hope everyone knows. Day before yesterday, when Arun is telling about the security, this is one of the biggest thing. Unknowingly we are sharing that. Okay, for example, you go and purchase any material, okay, in a common shop, they will ask you, can you give me a survey online? If you do the survey, what they do, they'll understand indirectly about you. So you should be very careful. Do I need to share the information or not? So you need to make a decision. If I'm sharing the information, what is the consequence I'm going to do? For example, I'm going to a jewel shop. Do I need to share my information? Definitely not. Don't share the information about the feedback, how much of money I'm earning, how much of money I'm expenses I do. Indirectly, it's giving the chance for them to track you about the things. Okay, that is one thing you should not share. So certain places you should be very careful where I should not share that information. One is through the mobile, one is through the feedback survey and anything. Don't do that. And third, don't share any of your personal belongings or personal anything about your home related things to a unknown person, because generally, right, when we travel and transport, casually we speak to the people, share the information without our knowledge. So we need to make sure that to the unknown person, we should not share any of our personal information, anything with the devices or the things, how we do, what we do, anything. It's not about the personal things alone. Any technology related information also we should not share, which will give a way for the people to hack the information. For example, in the internet, when we are browsing that, right, unknowingly we will go and select the information and feed that information without ourselves. They will collect all the information about you, and then we make a decision, and they'll enter into our laptop and they will hack our laptop. So any unknown websites, unknown thing, please try to avoid that in the internet. Okay, any in the websites, or for example, there is a website which someone has been shared unknowingly. Don't click the website. For example, unknowingly someone is sharing the information to you in the mobile. In WhatsApp, right? One friend will automatically forward without knowingly whether this is good or bad, because they may not know this is good or bad. So if you know, if you feel that this is unknown information, please don't click that. Without knowingly, they will be hacking your laptop or hacking your mobile. They get the data. So just to give a survey. Okay, survey information. Okay, average in a day, how much of money has been lost by the smart devices? Can any guess how much of money has been happening? Money theft has been happening through the smart devices in a day in one city.
15,000 crores.
15,000
crores.
Okay, that is close. Okay, but in a day, do you guess how much of people have been losing in a day? Because this is one of the data we collected. We got shocked and collected from Bangalore, because I spoken to some of the people in Bangalore security and then try to understand, okay, how much of people are in a day. Minimum people are losing anything between 75 lakhs to 1 crore in a day. That much of money theft has been happening from the persons. Okay, but we don't think, okay, we'll be losing that money. Okay, but that's what we feel. But actually, it's a crores in a day in every city. For example, I'm just telling in Bangalore. Okay, in a day, close to minimum 100 to 150 complaints has been raised. Okay, I lost 1,000 rupees. I lost 1 lakh rupees. I lost 10 lakh rupees. Like that in a day, minimum 100 to 150 complaints have been coming. So the reason behind is without knowingly we are filling the information, we are sharing the information. We think, okay, they will tell that, okay, you fill the form, we will give you a gift. Anyone is telling we are giving a gift, first thing, disable that. Don't fill the form and don't share any of the forms unless otherwise you feel that, okay, this is needed. So before filling the form, you just ask yourself your question, do I need to fill the form? On filling the form, what is the benefit I'm going to get out of that? Okay. If they're telling that, okay, this is really, someone is telling that I'm going to give a gift. Do you think like anyone is giving a gift freely? No, no one will give any free food or free thing for anyone. When someone is giving freely, that means there is something hidden things are there. So immediately you should stop providing the information about you to anyone. So this is one of the basic security things which we need to do as a smart people, because most of the things, right, when we started using smart technology, right, we started addicted to the games, we started addicting to the tech, the platforms like, for example, WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, everything. So unknowingly and knowingly, we are sharing more information without our knowledge. We think, okay, I take a photo and put in the Facebook and then I can give in the info, but actually it is not supposed to be done. Okay, no Facebook is asking you to share your photo or anything, but we think, okay, this has been there, my friends will see my photo and they'll give a like, but actually it's a wrong, indirectly you are creating a wrong message to the people and you are sharing the wrong information. Okay, don't share any of the personal belongings or any of the personal photos unless otherwise it's needed. Okay, you can keep 1 or 2 photos, but don't try to avoid as much as a photos unless otherwise it's needed. So that's a smart people thinks as an individual, we need to take a responsibility of not to share the information. Okay, I think I can take a break or I can give a break. We can do the lab in the second sessions.
Okay, sir.
Can
So
we
shall we take attendance, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Dear participants, based on your convenience, kindly switch on your camera only for a few minutes.
Sir, shall I stop your video, sir? Screen.
Dear participants, kindly switch on your camera. If you feel free.
Okay, ma'am, it's finished, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Dear participants, break time. Now time is 7:38. You come back at 7:48. Thank you.
the example.
This meeting is being recorded.
This I'm just telling only for only Tamil Nadu alone, but it is being done across the globe. Everywhere they are following the same pattern. Okay, so now we'll go a little bit about the smart city development technologies. Okay, till now we told about the theory, and then we'll go a little bit about the technology now. Okay, so the development of the technologies, I'm just telling in 6 layers, or I can say like 6 layers development has to happen. Okay, one is in the sensor. So government is trying to implement different types of sensors in different places, depends upon the need. Okay, loop detector, camera, okay, proximity, information the proximity, infrared sensors, chemical and bio sensors. So chemical and bio sensors for the air pollution, infrared sensor to understand about the natural calamities, proximities to understand what is happening nearby or what is the things, and camera loop detectors, which is used in the traffic. So there are different types of sensors used across the thing. From the sensors, what they do, they will collect all the data in the data management. They will collect, they use different technologies. I don't want to go too detailed about the technologies, but they collect the data from the sensors. That is the second portion they do. And then once the data has been collected, it will be communicated to the common place. That's what I told about the AA. So which is the common place where it will be communicated. It will be the sensor network devices. Through the sensor network, it will be communicated to the, it will be kept stored in the common place, and then it will be done. Then it will be computing. What is the processing it has to be done? It will be like cloud computing, edge computing, fog, and grid computing. It's still cloud and edge computing generally used for the IoT devices, which is happening in the home. Fog and grid computing, which is used for the generally for the electricity, water, and fog computing will be used for the natural disaster computing, which is to understand any natural disaster like storm, heavy rain, or anything happening. They will make a decision by the data collected from the different sensor devices, and that is called as a fog computing. Grid computing, which is used, we call as electrical grid computing, which is to understand what is the electrical need of the city, how much of electricity has to be provided to the city. So that will be done by the electric grid computing. If you see electric grid, right? So grid is a place where it will be centralized place where the electricity will be consolidated for the city. So for example, electricity has been generated by different methods, right? Solar or coal or different things, right? Or power plants, or different power plants generate the electricity, or it can be of like, I hope you know, right? From uranium also they're generating the electricity from Kalpakkam or different places, 2-3 places they are generating. So all this electricity which has been generated from the different places will be consolidated in the grid, and they will make a decision in which area, how much of electricity need is there, how much of electricity has to be diverted. Everything will be done by the grid computing. So these two are generally used for from the government side. These two are used for both public and private side. So this is the computing which has to be done. And the learning technique, the different technologies has been used on top of the data. And the computing which has been implemented, they will be implementing artificial intelligence and machine learning, data mining to understand about the data. Whatever the data we collected, here is the one which makes us, this is we call as a brain of making a decision of what we have done from layer 1 to layer 4. So that is a technology which has been helping them to make a decision. And the application which has been using the technology will be of all this application which has been using, either in the security, based on the decision what they make, they will make a next step. For example, police collected that, okay, for the image which they collected, for example, they find it that, okay, this is a thief which is roaming in this area. The alert will be going automatically to police. Police will make a decision what is going to do next. Say they will send the people to identify what is going to do, or they'll try to make the people alert, understanding, make sure that the security threat, there are people who is roaming in the place, make sure that your safety. I hope this generally police will do when there is a festival seasons, right? People will go flooded to the place where they want to purchase jewels or clothes or anything, right? In that place, the people will be crowded. So generally, if you see, security cameras will be identifying the thief. So what they do is like thief will be detected in the sensors, and they will identify, okay, this is the thief who is roaming in this place. They will alert the police to make sure that the thief, why he is roaming in this crowded place. They'll try to catch the people, and they make sure that the place has been safe. Which police does that? This is, everyone is able to see my presentation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because some people are telling not able to see. That's what I just want to confirm. Okay. So this is about the different layers it has been there. Okay. Technically, if you see how it has been implemented, will be I drawn a diagram like IoT data will be collected. and it will be captured and stored in a common place, which will be implemented along with the edge. And different technology which will be using this will be NLP, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, and deep learning. These are the different machine learning technology which will be using this data and make a decision. So this is the core portion of this entire smart city. So they collect the data, clean the data, filter the data, and identify which is the valid data, and make a decision what it has to do next. So this is the brain we call as. And then the last is, which is using this data, what is the decision I'm going to make? That will be done by the different application layers. It can be in education level, in healthcare, energy, living, or agriculture, irrigation, or privacy and security, mobile and transportation. So our risk management. Risk management can be of anything like a natural disaster recovery or any disaster recovery they want to do. Okay. For example, suddenly flood is going to come to the city. How we evacuate the people from that place to some other places. So waste management as hazards, like natural any hazards is going to come, or pollutions or anything. How we make sure that we are alerting the people not to come out of the houses. For example, in Delhi, most of the time in December and January, they will be alerting to the people because of there will be heavy pollution. They will tell that, okay, try to avoid the people coming to the roaming in the cities. They will encourage the people to work from home. They will encourage the students not to come out of that, or they will ask the students, the persons who is going for the schools, try to use the masks. So the different alerting they will do in the Delhi based on the hazards which they want to avoid hazards in the city. So all these things are different use cases which will be used for the smart city. But end of the day, what is the key portion? Data. Without the data, smart city development cannot happen. So data is the key. For if you want to collect the data, what has to be implemented? IoT devices has to be implemented. For implementing IoT, what is needed? I needed a 5G network. So 5G is the base. If the internet, if there is a 5G network implementation happen, automatically I can implement IoT device. IoT devices have to transfer the data very fast. So to transfer the data, 5G network should be there. Once they transfer the data, I should have a common place where I need to store the data. This is the place where I will store the data. Once I have the data, what I'm going to do? I need to make a useful decision. For that, I use the technology, artificial intelligence, to make a decision out of it. After making a decision, what I need to do? I need to utilize in the different layers, on the data. I'm going to make a different decision on the different platform is going to use to make a decision. It can be energy, the data, different data. This common data will be used by the different technologies to make a decision. Okay. This is how the smart city development happens. Now we'll go little bit. Okay. So in the world, which is the topmost city which is implemented smart city is Zurich. Okay. This is one of the city which is which is present in Switzerland, which is staying in the topmost smart city development in the last 5 years. From 2019, I think so. This is 6th year. So last 6 years, they are the topmost smart city, which is in the top rated. Okay. So 5 years before, Singapore is on the top. It has came down to five. And if you see the country which is implementing smart city, and the first is Switzerland. If you see Switzerland, 3 cities on the top 10. Okay. And the second will be Norway, and third will be Austria. Austria, there are 2 cities are there, but Canberra is one of the city which has been on the top, and there is another city which will see the demo. Okay. And Denmark, United Kingdom, Finland, United Arab Emirates. So different cities have been there. Okay. So can we guess which city is having the highest internet facility? Can we guess which country has the highest internet bandwidth or highest number of internet facilities in the world? Just to do a guess. Okay, nothing is there. It's nothing to know. Okay. Which country you think? Denmark? Don't say this. The country is not. That country is there, but it's not on the top. Okay. Which country you think? Okay. Arabian countries are the countries which has been using the internet very wider. Okay. And they are having the latest technology like 5G. They implemented more than 6 years before. Okay. For example, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia are the countries which is having the highest number of internet facilities. So when they have highest internet facility, what they can do? 5G network. Obviously, they can implement IoT. So they are the countries which is implementing IoT. But the only thing is like in Arabian country, the data has been secured. So they are not making that public. So without the data, they cannot able to implement without they are making the data public or it has to be used by the government, they cannot able to implement smart city. So that is the reason behind lot of restrictions are there in Arabian countries. So that's the reason behind they are still not on the top. But if you see technology wise, they are on the top. Okay, but implementing smart city, different like European countries on the top. Okay, New York is there, but still they are not in the top 10 because New York, Singapore, and all in the top 5-6 years before. But now they came down below 10. Okay. Okay. Now we'll go to Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, we'll go to in India. What is the city which is implemented as smart city first, or which is advanced? What do we think in India? In India level, which city has been implemented smart city first, or which is the top? Any guess? Okay, Mumbai. Any other? Okay, the topmost city is Ahmedabad. Okay, Ahmedabad is a city which is implemented smart city is a maximum. Okay, we'll see some demo, the videos which you can able to understand. And in Tamil Nadu, the smart city development, Indian government is means Tamil Nadu, they are investing a huge in Coimbatore now. In this year, these are the smart cities government investment they are making. Drainage and interlinkage, recreation facility, like it may be like a facilities, boating and water sports facilities, cycling and walking tracks. This is all the things are basic facilities which has to be developed to make sure that they are able to convert the city into a smart city along with the internet. Okay. So all the things have been done in Coimbatore. How many people think smart city is there in Trichy? Did anyone guess smart city is there in Trichy or no? Trichy is having any smart city facilities? I hope most of the people will be attending from Trichy, right? So how many people know smart city is there in Trichy? It is there or not? Any guess? Yes. What may be? What is there? What do you see? Okay, so the reason why I'm explaining this is smart city is there for almost okay. I'll give a link if people wants to see smart Trichy. There is a website is there. Okay, where everyone can able to Google that. So smart city, this first thing they implemented in the smart light. Okay, smart light has been, I don't know where is this place is. It has been implemented more than 3 years before, but still they are not implemented everywhere. So in Trichy, as of now, they implemented just less than 100 poles, means 100 smart lights, which has been there. The highest smart light is there in Hyderabad, which is close to, I don't know, 23,000 or 26,000. 26,000 smart lights are there in Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad is a city which a smart light has been implemented the most. Okay, so 80% of the smart lights, 80% of the lights street lights are there in Ahmedabad, which are smart lights. Means it automatically power on based on the light condition. If the light, if the sunlight is more, automatically it will power off. If the sunlight is been less, it will be power on soon. Okay, so evening when it goes, when the sunset happen, slowly the power of the light getting increased. For example, around midnight, the power of the light will be very high. When the early morning, the light power will automatically coming down, automatically get dimmed. When it find that there is a minimum, maximum light is there, automatically it get powered off. So everything is automated. No one is sitting and doing anything and powering on. But if you see, right, in India or many places in city, right, someone will be early morning, they'll go and power on the lights. Okay, early morning they'll go and power off the light, and the evening they'll go and power on the lights, all the street lights, one by one. One guy will be roaming in cycle. I don't know how many people notice that in the cities. One guy will be going in every pole. There will be light switch will be there. He will be powering on one by one pole. In that area, he will be taking at least 1 hour to power on all the lights. So that's how the daily workout will be done. But nowadays there is no person is going to sit and do this. Everything will be done, but the same person will be doing, but he will not doing in roaming. He'll be sitting in a centralized place. He can do the things. He can monitor the things and does. The number of people who is going to work will be same. Say before 100 people will be roaming in the city. Now the 100 people sitting in a centralized place in one place and they're doing the same thing. The number of people is going to be same. But only thing is like they don't do physically, they're sitting and remotely and then managing the same thing. Okay. But the number of people did not change. The number of people did not came down. Okay, why I'm telling this is because people think, okay, when the technology comes, people will be replaced. No, but only the way they manage will be changed. But the number of people is going to be same. They are sitting in the common centralized place and managing this. Okay, I'm just giving an example in Trichy. Okay, let's see some videos. Okay, I'll show you some of the videos. I don't know. Okay, this is Zurich. Okay, which is the city in Switzerland. How it has been implemented smart city. Okay. I'll just.
In cities, change is constant.
Okay, if you see how the city has been developed, you see they are seeing the aerial view of the city from the thing. Okay, there if you see everywhere government has provided the electrical vehicles, free electrical vehicle. Okay, there is no need for you to pay in the electrical vehicle for that. Okay. In that city, everything is automated. Okay. Trains, transport, vehicles, police, everything is advanced there. Okay. If you see that they are tracking each and everything from that centralized place. Okay. They are having centralized data center and they're having centralized monitoring. See everything they're monitoring. They're monitoring the traffic. They're monitoring the how much of people are commuting, how their transport, if you see that how they're tracking, you can able to see that. They see the police has been very advanced there. They are not going to the place and they're doing the things. Everything they track from the centralized place. This is one of the topmost city which is implemented smart city. So the lights, if you see the transport, the traffic signal, the water facility, everything is smart. And they know where the theft is going to happen by the device which you carry. And if you see the waste management also, it's been completely automated. The water also, everywhere they purify. Okay, if you see the water purification also, they'll check the water level, how much of water purity has been there before they are providing to the people. So everything they implement smart city. This is the topmost smart city, and they are going more and more. But it's a small city. It's not like a Chennai. Chennai is a 45 kilometers. This is less than 10 kilometers. So if you see the wall, thickness of the wall, what is the facility, what is the quality of the building, everything they do by the smart city. If you see the water pipes, everything is being monitored from the internet. You will not go, for example, there is a electricity failure in this place. There is no need for you to go and raise a complaint. They will identify there is a smart light failure has been happened. There is a electricity failure happened in the city. Everything they will monitor from the central place. Okay, so this is one of the things which I just want to show you on the smart city development. Okay, I hope you people are able to search in the YouTube. Will get that thing. Search for the city, you will get a lot of information. They will find in this area how many houses are there. Also from this smart city, they can able to identify how many vehicles are standing in that place, how many vehicles are moving, how many houses are there in this area. This much houses have been planned. If the people are going for a house construction approval, they will tell that okay, in this area the number of houses has been exceeds beyond that. You cannot construct a house in the city. So the house construction approval also done by this data. Okay, so this is one of the company. Hexagon is one of the company which is implementing the smart city for that. Okay, but because the government cannot do everything on their own. Okay, this is one of the things. I'll show you one more thing, one more video about. We will see one more city, which is Singapore.
Singapore is famous.
Okay, so if you see in Singapore, if you everything robot has been there. Okay, a robot has been controlling the traffic, pollutions, everything. So they're having everywhere robot. Okay, for example, you want to learn something about the construction, how the house will be there. There is a VR technology. They implemented. They do a little bit different from Zurich. Zurich, everything is centralized monitoring. Here, everything they implemented by two technology. Yesterday we seen about robot. Here, the city which is having highest number of robot implementation is. For example, is Singapore. Singapore, everything is a robot. For example, if they want to check the thickness of the building, if there is any hole or the quality of the building, everything tracked by the robot. The highest number of robot is being used in Singapore. Okay. So for example, someone is traveling in the place without a safety net, it will alert the thing. Okay. Every data is collected from there. I hope people, so everyone is able to see these videos, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
just
sir.
running that with silent. Okay. If you see how much of light, how much of the temperature, what is the sensor? Yeah.
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir.
Okay. So, for example, the safety of the building construction peoples also, I hope in Tamil Nadu we are facing that, right? The building has been collapsed. The building safety, the peoples has been dead because of this. Something has been fell down. So that will be tracked. That also tracked from the by the smart city. For example, number of water coming in to the city, number of water going out of the city, how much of water how much of water will come in, how much of water purity they need to do. Everything they do by smart. Okay, everything they have a sensor. Okay. They are very advanced. Okay, Singapore is very advanced, but still they are evolving. Okay. Even though they're doing, if you see the walls of the smart city, how it has been going up based on the water facility. If the water is low, the wall has been coming down. If the water level has been more, the wall will be coming up. So if you see the building safety, they are having all the technology which has been there. The person is having helmet or not. If he's not following he is not following the standard when he's constructing a building, everything will be tracked. The building will be alerted, and the building will be means they will put the penalty for the building if they are not following the safety standards when they're constructing, when they're following everything. Okay. So I'm just giving the example how they do. And the building construction quality also, they will check by the sensors. What is the thickness of the building? How much security it has been? How long the building can stay? Okay, if the building quality is not there, they'll give alert to demolish the building. Okay, if you see the water level, if there is any errors are there, any breaks are there, everything they do by sensors. Okay. I muted the sound because I just want to explain. Okay. If you see the safety, everything has been tracked. So they track the thing, whether you have the safety or not. If you're not having the safety, it will alert. Okay, this guy is not wearing the helmet. Without a helmet, is doing that work. That automatically the building will get a billing. Okay, you did not follow the standard. So everything in Singapore, I hope everyone seeing these videos. Okay, so I'm just running the things here. If you see the traffic control also done by in Singapore by this smart thing. They have a sensors on the road, so it will detect that, okay, there is a white line, which I hope everyone is seeing, right? In that white line, the sensors will be there. It will track how many devices are going. Okay, how much is the traffic in which side? Okay, based on that, the traffic traffic timing will be increased. If there is more traffic will be open for based on the traffic in which side more traffic is there. If the traffic is less, here if you see the sensors are there, but I don't want to, I did not unmuted, but there is a sensor will be on the white lines. It will identify how many how many vehicles are coming for next 1 kilometers. Based on the 1 kilometer, I identify, okay, in this signal I need to leave for more than 90 seconds or 100 seconds. So based on that, the signal time will be increased. If on another side the signal the number of vehicles coming is less, the traffic signal time will be less on that side. So based on the traffic, the signal traffic will be controlled. So everything is based on the automated way by the sensors. So sensors play the core portions of collecting that, because their 5G has been implemented very advanced. They are in 5G, they are advanced technology they are having. So that's the reason behind they are able to implement. But in India, we will be able to catch up in 5 to 6 years. Okay, but we will also in the same position like Singapore in the smart city, but it will take some time. Okay, because for us 5G implementation is taking a little bit time, because we are a big city, not like Singapore. Singapore is anything between 5 to 10 kilometers radius, but we are not like that. For us, every city is more than 40 to 50 kilometers. So for us, it will take some time to implement. Okay, I hope everyone understand some of the things. Okay, in India, which is a smart city, we'll see that how first smart city, this been provided by, first it has been implemented by, I can say, in Ahmedabad. We'll see Okay, we'll see. Tata Communication is one of the company which is providing the sensors and smart city technology support in India. Okay, you can see this is just
Tata Communications.
You can see they are giving more and more IoT platforms. They are implementing IoT products. They are bringing. They are the company which is implementing smart lights. Okay, so they are Tata Communication is a company in India implemented smart light in Ahmedabad. Okay, so they are managing the thing, and the product which has been provided in the smart lights is being provided by Tata Communication. So how to power on? Okay, they are doing just by, you see that quality of the smart. Once the smart light has been installed, automatically they use the sensors, and then it is connecting to the, I can say like it is like hold on, it will be connected to the centralized monitoring. That light will be registered in that. So once the light has been registered, it will start monitoring the smart light from the centralized place. Okay, whether the light has been working bright, how much of a lamp status has been there, whether the brightness of the light, how much it has been there. You can see when it has been received, when it has been registered, whether it's on and off condition, when onwards this light has been on. Okay, how much of voltage it has been taken. Okay, what is the factory model. So everything you can able to see in the centralized place. Now, but nowadays when we are having light, right, we don't know whether the light has been good or bad, if it's a normal light. But a smart light, you can able to capture everything. So because of that, 60% of the electricity bill has been came down in Ahmedabad. Okay, 60%. You considered how much of electricity saving on smart light implementation, government is getting a benefit out of that. Okay. So based on the number of vehicles it is been traveling, or vehicle based on the, I can say, okay, 1 second. These are the two sensors which is being used. Okay, these are topmost sensor. These are the road sensors. Okay, retrofit controllers will be fit in the road. Okay, NEMA controllers will be sit on the, these controllers are mean these sensors will be sitting on the top. Means it will be these two type of sensors will be implemented on top of the any pole or any pillars where you see. These retrofit controllers are nothing but the sensors which will be kept inside the road. Okay, so based on the road it will be identifying. So there are two types of sensors will be kept. So that was just I want to explain about that. Okay. So how much of voltage it has been used, it also will be coming down, because all the smart lights are LED. It's not a normal bulbs. Okay. So it will identify which is not working, which is working. The person is there. Okay. Fault light report. How can you report that the problem? Everything through the mobile. So it will identify when sun rises, how much of light it should be there. When the sun sets, how much of light. During the night time, you see that automatically its light is been glowing, and it will automatically, when the sunlight is there, it will power off. So it will see everything. It will be alerting. Okay, smart metering. So everything is automated. Okay, I'm just giving one of the examples. You can see the real time how Ahmedabad smart cities are.
Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad is the first city which is having the highest number of smart city facilities. Okay, they do in transport. They are done in three things. Okay, the city development, on transport, and the lights, and the safetiness. Okay, all three in Ahmedabad is being automated through the sensors. Okay, they implemented close to 6 years before, so still they are evolving. In other cities, it is taking time. If you see the city, the new place development also, they're doing the building constructions, everything they're doing through the smart city. There is a separate, they're having a separate command center, which you can able to see. You can see that the command center, how it is looking like. I'll just put a light on the command center. You see that command center, they are monitoring everything from the centralized place. Like how the other in other countries it has been implemented, they implemented in the way. They are monitoring everything from the big screen, what is happening on the city. Okay, what is the thing? So everything is a smart development there. Okay. They are having 26,000 or 23, I don't know, 26,000 lights which has been implemented in this way. Okay, smart lights. So the light, power on, power off, everything is automated. No single person will be there to do the control. If there is a failure happen, automatically it will alert, and then they will do the replacement in the next day within 24 hours. So that much faster they developed. But in India and other cities, still they're doing. For example, they started in South India like Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad. They started now, at least 1 year before. And Bangalore, they started implementing the traffic signal. Now traffic signals in Bangalore, almost they're implementing the smart city pattern. Okay, it's automated. The lights, number of minutes or number of seconds, the traffic will flow out, will be managed in that way. Fully implemented. They implemented close to 30 to 40 traffic signals, but they want to implement it across 170 plus. And they are also having the challenges because of the 5G network implementations. So once they implement it, they'll be implementing it. If you see everywhere, Tata Communication sensors will be there. Okay, sensors in India, Tata Communication is one of the leading sensors provider for most of the products. Okay, there are other products are there which is being provided, and the company which is been providing is one is Tata Communications first, and second is Trinity, which I'll explain about this next. Okay, I hope everyone is able to see the video how it has been working. Okay, any doubts in this? Okay, any doubts from these technologies, how it has been working in different cities?
Sir, what kind of technology has been used, sir, to implement this kind of thing?
So it's a very simple thing. That's what I told, right? The base is 5G network. Okay, 5G internet, and second is IoT. Okay, these are the base. We seen, right? The base is 5G and IoT. On top of the IoT, what we told. What we have. Data has to be collected from the IoT devices on the data. On the data, we use artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence will be communicating to the application layer. This is nothing but the command centers, which we seen, right? We seen the command centers where they're getting alert. For example, energy, the lights, they're getting the alert from that. This is the one which is used on the basic making decision. How it is making a decision based on the data it is collecting. How it is collecting the data based on the IoT devices, sensors, IoT sensors. Okay, everything goes from bottom to up.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so now we'll go to the in India, the company which is providing the smart city services to different cities are, this is a Trinity. Trinity is one of the company which is providing that. If you see what are the solutions they are providing, smart city, safe city, smart community, means transport, disaster management, smart utilities, everything, all the services they are providing to the cities. If the city wants to take that future, yes, they can do that. If you see that how they are implementing, they're taking the urban, all the data from parking, smart lights, GPS, okay, panic button, cameras, okay, pin sensors, traffic, buses, sensor gateway. So all the data, what they're doing, they're collecting, they are from all the IoT devices, and they're making that implemented, and then they will create a communication network, how it should be communicated, and then they will use the AI layer on top of that to make a decision. So they are having a separate platform built. Once you given the data to them, they do everything for you. How you wanted to do. You want to manage the alerts by the command center, or workforce by mobile alerting, or citizens you want to alert, how you want to notify them, or to which department it has to be notified. So different departments will get alert from this tool. Okay, this is a centralized application which has been built by this company, which only look for the data which has to be fed to that. Once you fed the data to them, they make everything on behalf of you, and they will be giving a notification to the different platforms or different teams in the government which has been there. Either it's the empowering city workforce, or delivering civic services, or enabling communication, anything. It can be of security, monitoring, automations, or energy, anything they will do. Based on the data, they will make a decision where they want to communicate. So this is one of the company which is helping. This is a Bangalore based company. It is there in different countries as well, but they're having different products. Okay, which are the products the company is going to take, they can implement, and they can do that. Okay, you can implement this in the company, you can implement in the public as well. So they're doing both public and private sectors support. Any doubts or anything anyone wants to know? Okay. Okay, so now if I want to do play with this, okay, so as an individual, I want to contribute for this. How I can do that? What you wanted now? What do you think? What we needed? As an individual, as a person in a country, how can I contribute for this? What we can do? We can do anything or no? Nothing from our side. Can someone speak, please? What we can do? Can we do anything? Okay, so what we can do is like we can write our own algorithm and we can provide our ideas. Okay, so in other countries, what they done is like they make the data sets open. So every country, what they are making is all this data they are making as a public, but they will hide the personal information, but they will make the data public to that. So if there is a public data, sir, anyone can take the data, they can play with the data and then make a decision on that. In India, the data is not public, but there are two websites which is providing some minimum data, but it's not fully available. For example, in India, there is a smart city data government. There is a website is there. You can go into the website. You can search for the data in that. Okay, go to this website. Okay, the data is there. Okay, here if you see the data, you will have the data of different cities, but the data is not up to date. It's a little bit old data, but you can able to pick up any city and then you can search for the city. For example, I'm searching for different cities. You can see what are the different data sets they are available. Okay, so and then you can take the data from here. For example, Bangalore. I take a Bangalore. Okay, and what are the different data sets have been available? Water data has been available, traffic lights data has been available, environment data has been there, crime data has been available, electricity data. So different data have been there, which is public. Okay, you can take any of this data, you can download this data, it has been shared, you can download this. Okay, you can download this, you can write your algorithm, you can able to see how can I help the government. Okay, so but in India, if you see the data are old, January 22. Okay, 19, because the reason is like India is not fully implemented IoT or IoT sensors or 5G. That's the reason began we are little bit delay in giving the data. But in other countries, IoT and 5G has been implemented fast, so they're having the up-to-date data which we can able to take and then explore. So in other countries, they encourage the people to come back with the idea to implement a smart city. But India, still we are not up to that level, but still we are evolving. Okay, once IoT comes into the picture, maybe Indian government will provide the public data. So anyone can take the data and they can contribute for the government to make sure that how to make the city smart and then how to contribute for the urban development. Anyone can contribute for the urban development. For example, in other countries, public people only providing more and more ideas how they can make that urban development. Okay, but in India, the data is not there. That is the challenges for individuals to contribute. Once the data has been available, anyone can do that. Okay, I'm just giving the example where the data have been there. Okay, now how this can be done. So I'll show the simple examples. So now we'll go to the topic, core technical topic, how this has been implemented. So the latest on implementing the smart city, one of the technology which is coming in the market is agentic AI. Okay, I'll go to the agentic AI, which has been helping the government now. Okay, so what is agentic AI? Okay, what is agent? Okay, so that is nothing but a small set of code which is being written to do the predefined set of works. That is called as an agent. Okay, so for example, I want to take the data. For example, I'm getting the data from the CCTV camera. What we do? We need to filter out the data, right? So there is a different agents which will be doing that work. So there are different companies which is implementing the agentic AI, which has been coming up and creating the multiple agents. It can be any agents. Okay. Any agents for any type of work. Okay, from any different sensors, the data has been coming. We can create an agent which can do anything on that. For example, visualization agent, which will be used in OCRs. Okay, for example, data which is coming from the electrical devices. So we need to find the errors. So that is a data, text data will be coming. So different types of agents has been there based on different data you are going to feed. Different types of agents can be used to do that. Okay, so I'll expand that and explain a little bit technical, then we'll go to the demo. Okay, so what is the things main agentic AI does? Okay, I hope everyone is using ChatGPT. How many people feel that ChatGPT is helping me? I hope everyone would have been used to ChatGPT, right? In their mobile. Can you explain how
Yes,
you
sir.
Yes, what you are used for? Do you feel the data has been accuracy? Accuracy has been good or bad? What you're searching in the
Accuracy of the data is not that much good, sir.
Okay, data is not good. Okay, why? Did you thought why it may be?
Sir, I'm also using artificial intelligence. Okay. And live also we have done many projects, as well as we have also ChatGPT. Okay. As sir said, it is not accuracy we cannot say in that sense. It is not up to date what information we are getting. We are not updating that information. That's what I can say, sir.
Okay, so the reason is like, see, there are two ways of looking into that. One, how are we searching? Okay, that is one thing. Many members, I can say, they did not know how to search effectively. That is one of the reasons. And second thing, another way around, we can see the technology will have the latest, will not have the latest data. When you see ChatGPT, right, it will not take the live data and make the decision. Okay, it is using the past data. Okay, and the past data may be accurate. For example, I created one website and then I dumped some data about something. Okay, I take some XYZ data. For example, let's take it. I created some city, XYZ city, and then I created some information about the city. Maybe that information is how much the data has been accuracy. No one is doing the validation. Since the data is not, no one is doing the accuracy of the data, ChatGPT will take the data and then make display the data to me. But it is not going to do the validation how much accuracy it is being there. That's the reason behind ChatGPT, the accuracy level, if you see, out of 100%, the accuracy level is just 32% only. If I'm searching 100 data, 32 data will come accurately, but the remaining data, it cannot able to provide the exact information what I'm looking for. Because it's not because of the algorithm is bad. No, the algorithm is good, but the data accuracy and the data consistency may not be good because no one is giving the accuracy data. For example, let's take it as a thing. If you search for, let's take it a very simple example. I'm having a fever. I search in the ChatGPT. I'm having a fever. What is the medicine I need to take? It cannot say one medicine. Okay, because the reason is like it cannot able to make a decision which medicine is good on this current situation. Okay, because there will be like 10 medicines will be there for fever. But all the 10 medicine, I cannot take it and I cannot make a decision. ChatGPT cannot make a decision which medicine will be good during this time, because every medicine will be made based on the city, based on the climate. So that decision ChatGPT cannot able to make. For example, in Indian condition, few medicines will work well. But if it is in US, for example, African countries, the medicines will be different. For American countries, the medicines will be different. It does not mean that the same medicine I cannot use in India, because that medicine will work well based on the climate condition. For Indian climate conditions, certain medicines will work well. But American conditions, certain medicines will work well. But when you search for ChatGPT, it will give a generic medicine. But if you take that medicine, that will not work out. That's the reason behind ChatGPT cannot able to make a decision based on the climate. So that's the reason behind ChatGPT is been getting advanced by the agentic AI. So agentic AI having a rule based, you can write multiple rules and multiple chain of reactions, what you want to do. So if I want to do multiple decision making things, that's how the agentic AI is coming into the market. So agentic AI is one of the advanced technology which is in the market for last, I can say like last 1 year. So it is very booming technology now. So ChatGPT, on top of ChatGPT, people started using RAG. Okay, RAG means, I'll tell you about RAG a little bit more when it's coming further the slide.
ஆழ்நில இருந்து
நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்க?
நானும் அங்கதான் படிச்சிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் சேர்ந்திருக்கேன்.
ராமகிருஷ்ணாவிலயா?
ஆமாங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் புக்கு கொஞ்சம்.
Okay, I think so. Okay, so the first thing is like in the agentic AI, right? It's having it everything does by rule base. Okay, so it's like a person making a decision, right? So for example, someone is asking that, did you done the theft? He will tell no. Then he will ask it, where you gone? So it's like we are asking 10 set of questions to make a decision, right? Same thing agentic AI does. So it is not going to make a decision just by one data. You need to write multiple rules to make a decision. So that's how the agentic AI works. So now, till now, ChatGPT, we ask one question, it get a one answer. It does not do the multiple rule validations. Now ChatGPT, on top of ChatGPT, people are implementing agentic AI, okay, which will be rule based. So it will do the multiple rule validation and then it will make a decision. It will give the accuracy of the data or accuracy of the information which we are looking for. So that's how the agentic AI has been there. But agentic AI cannot work alone. It will be running on top of some ChatGPT, okay. like open chat GPT or different GPT modules which is being there, it will be running on top of that. It's nothing but enhancement of the chat GPT, I can say. Okay. So we will say, we'll go a little bit about the slides, how it has been implemented. Okay, I don't want to go too detail about these are the different companies providing the agentic AI frameworks. Okay, Microsoft Ignite, this is one of the agentic AI modules which has been there. These are the different companies which is released a different agent which has been running, which can be used to make the decision accuracy more. Okay, but I don't want to go too technical in this. Okay, now we'll go into how it has been evolved. Okay, initially when we are making any decision, right, this is the thing. I have a data, I write a process workflow to make a decision. So based on that, I will make a decision. It's a very simple flow we write. Okay, it's like simple automations people does. Then when the machine learning comes into the market, we take the data, we write a ML model. Most of the things, I hope Arun also explain about this, right? He taken some random forest or some of the different ML algorithm he write the algorithm to make a prediction what is being there. This is the second evolution. This has been very hot till 2016-17. Now in 2020 or 21 onwards, people started using generative AI. 21 onwards, everyone started using generative AI. 22 onwards, it's been made public. 21 onwards, most of the people started using this. So this has been converted in such a way that all the data, public data they trained the model, and when it will have having a prompt, you will search for that. It will search from the public data. It will give you answer for you. Okay, this is how it has been there. But the problem is the accuracy of the generative AI has been very, very less. So we go with the rule-based method. Okay, we write a pattern. What is the pattern of what is the plan we need to do? What is the action it has to do? And then how it has to reflect. So this is a rule-based method where agentic AI has been running, but it is not running alone. It is running on top of integrated with the generative AI. So this is the latest technology which every company thinking about of implementing. So this is the one which is going to automate most of the call center works. I hope, right? When we are calling a call center, what we do? We give the complaints about the thing, right? So we tell that, okay, this is the problem I'm giving. This is the thing. This is my problem. So everything we feed that information through that. But now the chatbot is one which has been doing the things. You see everywhere chatbot will be there. That chat conversation, like how we do in WhatsApp. So automatically it start responding to you. What is the problem you are having? So that works purely. It has been implemented at the basic level. Now every company is implementing agentic AI, which will do the lot of validation about the data. For example, you are telling that I am from this location. It will go and validate whether the location which you mentioned, which is the information you registered, is being correct. If it is not correct, it will throw the error. The information what you shared is wrong. So everything is rule based. So that's how the agentic AI works. Okay, this is one of the latest technology which has been coming up last 1 year. In 23 onwards, this has been booming up a lot. And the person who knows agentic AI, anyone with less than 1 to 3 years of experience, getting anything between 8 lakhs to 9 lakhs package right now in the current market. Okay, so this is very hard, and the number of people who knows this technology has been very, very less. So if people are guiding your students, please encourage them to learn this technology now. Okay. Okay, so this is a task based and the rule based. I don't want to go too detail about that because time has been short. Okay, I'll show some of the demos. Okay, so this is a general method we use generative AI along with the RAG. Okay, means a retrieval augment generation. So what we do is like it will take data from the public, and then plus I can load my data. I have some personal data which I want to train this model. So all the documents which we have, we load that in the storage, and then we train the model. Plus it will have the public data as well. When I ask for any query, it will not make a decision plainly by searching in the public. It takes a decision by my data as well. It will compare with the public data. Whichever the data has been accuracy, it will provide the data. This is the second generation generative AI, which is people has been using till 2023. Now it has been changing to next level. I can say like agentic AI. So agentic AI is the one which has been advanced, which is being used in the market. Now it'll have a lot of layers, lot of rules you'll be writing, and lot of agents will be there. For example, if I want to know the data which is coming from the CCTV camera, there is a separate agent which have a lot of rule which will do that. The data is coming from my electrical cars or electrical device. There will be a separate agent which will collect the data, which we need to write a rule, which we need to work on that to do the things. So there are different types of agents. Market, it has been available. Based on the need, we can implement different agents because this will give, it has been done in the one level below. Instead of generic, it has been made on the specific information we needed. So based on that will be working, and it will be more and more automation will be coming in this market with this technology only. I don't want to go too detail into that because I'll share the slides to everyone so that you can go through the slides. Any doubts in this? Okay, how can I implement this agentic AI in my laptop? Okay, that's a last question everyone will have in their mind, right? Okay, so now there is a technology for this. There are two technologies have been in that thing. One is like this is one of the topmost technology which has been used by everyone. That is FlowWise AI. This is one of the agentic AI product which has been available in the market, which you can able to create. Yes, I can share the videos as well, man. Okay. FlowWise AI is one of the latest company which is implementing the agentic AI. Okay. So you can able to use this technology to do that. There are two technologies which has been there. One is FlowWise AI and second is like LangFlow. These are the two products which have been in the market which we can do. So can I implement in my laptop? Yes, it can be done. Okay. There is a GitHub repository which is there here. You can just take this. Okay. You can install one of the packages, NPM packages, which is mentioned JavaScript development packages. You can install these packages in your system. You can start a FlowWise in my laptop. For example, I created a FlowWise installed in my system. I created a tool, agentic AI flow, okay, which I integrated with the ChatGPT. One is a query bot. Okay, this is a bot which I created. It's very simple to do. It's not a very rocket science. It's just a drag and drop. Okay, it's not a very big rocket science I done with. Okay, I taken an OpenAI. I given what is the model it has to select. I used ChatGPT 4. Here there is a 3 parameters I'm giving. My credential, my ChatGPT credential, and what is the model I'm going to use, what is accuracy. So 0 means it will look for 100% accuracy. It will go from accuracy from 0 to 1. That is nothing but the temperature they call us. I just given at least I'm looking for like a 30%, 70% accuracy. I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a 0% exact 100% accuracy. I'm looking for to some level of accuracy. Okay. So this is the way I will do. I'll use the ChatGPT. I'll ask the prompt. What is the general information I need to collect? And then this is a model. Yeah.
Prem sir,
yeah.
Can you maximize that window, sir? The font is too small, sir.
Okay. You're able to see now? Or still small? Are you able to see?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
so this is the one which will be used. So prompt is nothing but what you're going to ask, how it is to search. The LangChain is one of the large language model, which will use the model to identify this information. So it will use the model, what is the information you're looking for, it will combine both, and then it will try to implement, it will try to get the query. So this is, I created a multiple chain. So I done one chain to do the query and second chain to make the criticism. For example, I want to criticize someone. So I created a model in this way. Okay, this is a model which I built on top of that. Okay, this is two chains I created. One chain to get the information. Tell me about any topic I give. So this topic I'm going to search in the chat. I want to ask, tell me about Chennai. Tell me about Bangalore. So this is a subject. It's going to be, I'm giving as input. So it will gather the information about Chennai and then it will load to the model. This model will make a decision what I need to do next. So now, once the data which I collected about Chennai, I told them, give a harsh criticism about Chennai. What is good in Chennai, what is bad in Chennai. Give a feedback about Chennai. So it will automatically take that input of the Chennai city, what it collected, the consolidated information. It is going to the next step of taking action of criticizing the city. So that's how it does on the city. Then it will give the feedback to me. So that's how this model works. Okay, this is a very simple model I done in just 10 minutes. It will not take. For this, do I need to know so much of technology? No, it's a very, very simple thing I can do, drag and drop. I'll show you how the output will be. Okay. So today afternoon, I set up in just 10 minutes. Okay. It did not take very much time. Okay. If you see, I asked to criticize about I asked about Chennai. So it's giving the history about the Chennai. It's giving strength. What is the good about the Chennai? What is bad about the Chennai? So it is criticizing both plus and minus. So if you see about Bangalore, I asked about Bangalore. It is criticizing about Bangalore, I think. If I give about, for example, I give about Mumbai. If I give, it start searching about Mumbai. So I tell me about Mumbai. First, it will collect the information about Mumbai. Then it's giving the feedback. I told to give a review about the Mumbai. So I told that criticize about the Mumbai. Write a review about Mumbai. I told write a review. This is called as a prompting. prompt template. What is the information I want to filter out? I'm narrow down. If I give general Chennai, right, it will give all the information, but it cannot able to make accurate information. But I told from the city, give your review about that. So if you see I given about a review, so it's doing about the review. See a review about Mumbai. I told create a review. It's automatically, even though I give about the Mumbai, it is not taking general information like ChatGPT. It's taking narrow down information. If you see review about Mumbai, what is good? Okay, Mumbai is called as maximum city standard proudly in the. So it will give all the both positive and negative about the same city. Mostly it will, I told to criticize. So mostly it will give 60% negative information about what is bad in Mumbai and 40% good about Mumbai. So all the information it will give about that Mumbai. So this is a very simple chat flow I created to understand about Mumbai. This is a narrow down approach of making the accuracy of the data more. This is one of the model which we can use. Okay, there is one more model I just created, which is a translator. If I want to translate from one language to another language, I given like take the data, take that input, convert into other language. I can convert into any language to any language. For example, okay, I'm just writing, how is the weather? Okay, weather in Chennai. So it is not going to give the answer for that, but it's going to convert that into, okay, I told how is the weather in Chennai, right? It converted into French. How I can ask the same question in Chennai? Okay, so it converted whatever I type, it will translate into the from one language to another language. This has been available in Google, right? But if I want to translate into 3 languages, I cannot do in one shot. But here, what is the beauty is I can convert from one language to another. For example, I want the same output in French, I want in Tamil, I want in Hindi, or I want in some other languages. I can get all in one shot. But in Google, if you search right translator, you can translate from one to another. But here I can translate from one to one, one to many. So that is how I can narrow down with this. So people will ask, how can I do that? It's a very, very simple way I can do. Just to do add new. Okay. Just to create a flow. There is option called plus. Here it will have all the agent. What is the agent I'm going to use? What is the LLM? First, here I need to select what is the language model I'm going to use. That is the first thing I need to do. I can select any model, but generally OpenAI is one of the free chat model I can use. I can select the credential. I stored my credential in my system here when I created. So I can take my credential here, Prem. What is the model I'm going to select? These are the models. It has been available for me in the OpenAI. But I want to use advanced OpenAI. I can take it in the chat model. I can take one of the advanced model called chat OpenAI. So if you take this, I can take the advanced credential. I can take the advanced model. If you see the model names, what is the advanced model chat models are there? I can select any of the advanced model here. Okay, I can take what is the accuracy I wanted, and then what is the output I wanted. This is the first thing I need to do when I'm taking the LLM model. Okay, then I want to take the prompts. Okay, what is the prompt things I want to do? Okay, and then what is the I taken the LLM. Then I want to take the chain. What is the chain I'm going to use? Okay, I can use Open API chain, whichever the chain I want to use, or I can take LLM chain. I take the LLM chain. So this is one of the things I'll take. Once I taken the model, what is the chain? It is going to take that information. Sorry. What is the information is going to take? It's everything. It's a very simple thing. Okay. I'll delete this thing because I don't want two models. Okay. I taken the model. I'm going to take that. Okay. Take the model and do that. So what we can do? I can take this model. I can intercommunicate between these two. I can just take the model and train that. I want a prompt. So I want to see what is the information I'm going to search. It's a very simple thing. I just take the prompt. Okay, which is the prompt I wanted. Here a prompt will be there. It's just a drag and drop. I can take a prompt. I can take a prompt template here. I'm just putting the prompt template here. Okay. So when I take the prompt template, I'll tell what I want to search. Okay. So here, what I want to search, I can put an arrow down. Okay. Give me a food recipe about, I will give a subject. Okay, which subject I want to, which recipe I wanted. Okay, I'll give a subject about that. Okay, I can save this. That's it. Okay, so I just give me a food recipe about which subject I'm putting. It will do that. Okay, so here the format template, I'm not going to give the feed the data. So here what is the method I'm going to take? The question I'm going to ask the question when I'm asking for a chat. So I'm just selecting the question and giving yes. So automatically it will become as a question pattern here. Okay, then I can integrate this model here into the prompt. That's it, done. Output chain, I'm going to be a long chain, which is going to be the do this thing. Okay, so I can save the model here just by giving the same thing. Okay, I will tell that. Okay, food bot, food recipe bot. I can give a name for this. Just saving this. Say I'm just maximizing this to just for understanding everyone to see. So I taken a model. I taken how it has been to be integrated. What is the question I'm going to ask? Because I'm not going to ask a generic question. I'm going to ask specific question. So give me the model and do the things. And then I'm just going, maybe this model will not work because I not tested that. It will take some time to test, but I'm just telling that. Okay. It's going to be the long chain. Okay. So I given this input. I'm giving the questions what I'm going to ask. Here I'm going to ask, for example, I'm telling about chicken. Okay. So I don't know whether it's going to answer. So it will tell that, okay, see that. Okay, it taken some chicken. Chicken as one of the example. So baked lemon garlic chicken ingredient. It is trying to say, I told that, give me a food recipe about. I given just a chicken. It taken as a chicken as then it created a food recipe about that. I told that, give me a food recipe about that. Okay. So it automatically taken that. And I'm giving like, for example, mango. Okay. It will give mango salad recipe. How to, I just put the word mango, but I told that give me a food recipe about what is the word I type. It will start giving the detail about, narrow down about the thing. I told about mango, it create a mango. So I'm giving any vegetables. Okay, carrot. Okay, so automatically take the carrot and then, okay, it tells what is the carrot recipe I can able to do. Okay, so this is a simple bot anyone can do. It's a layman. So there is no need for no lot of coding, lot of work. It has to be done from the individual. I can do in a fraction of seconds. Okay, in my laptop itself. So only thing is like I need to have the OpenAI credentials. So what I done is like go and register here. I paid some $100 like a $10. It's equal to 1,000 rupees, which I can use. Okay, so I gone here. This is one of the ChatGPT. Go to platform.openai.com. Go here, register here. I can get the API key, generate the API key here. I taken this API key and implemented in my system. Here, if you go here, I'll go back. If you see your API key, I registered my platform OpenAI key here so that I'm going to use in all my chat flows, the same key only I'm using. Only I'll be end up in paying some money for that because ChatGPT is not free. Okay. When we use a ChatGPT open source, it's a free. But when we go for the detailed review, I need to pay some money. If you see, I'm having a billing. I paid some $100 in advance. I can able to see what is the limit, what is the usage I done. So till now, I used in today. So how much I paid? 0.0005. Approximately, I spent close to 20 rupees now. Okay, from morning onwards, since I doing the testing. So I registered today, I'm paying the money. So I can able to see how much of money I paid to using this leverage. So today I registered today, and then I'm paying the bill for that. So it's just I need to pay some amount of money and then registered here. I can create my own bot to do the testing. Anyone can set up. If you see, I set up in my laptop. This is a flow-wise AI is a tool which has been done. I started my service in my laptop. The same thing which I done here, right? It's giving the results here. I can see the results here also, but the results will not be good. So if you do morning onwards, I implemented in my system. I ask about Chennai, Madras, everything you can able to see. It's giving the same output here. But this will not looking good. So I'll see the output in the chat session here, which I'm seeing now, okay, in the flow. So this is how the bot generally works in the real time. Clear? Any doubts in this? Are we clear with this demo? Are we understand how it's been working?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's a very simple thing. Don't think, okay, I need to know so much of technology to do this. No, just download this in your install in your laptop. If you're having any 8 GB laptop in your system, you can practice. You can become a agentic AI expert. Okay, it's only thing is like you need to explore what are the options are there, how to do everything. Just you need to take a few minutes. If you see in front of you, in fraction of 3 minutes, I created a bot. Okay, so if you see here, I created a bot, food recipe bot. It's just 2 minutes. Okay, I want to get a food recipe. Every time I no need to go and search in the Google. I'll get confused. When I put chicken, I will not get the exact answer. Okay, I can implement that. So anyone wants to use this, go and use this document. Okay, this document I can copy paste in the chat. I don't know where it is. The chat is there. So I can copy paste that in the chat. You can take that from the chat. Okay, just to search for docs.flowwise humanities.ai.com. Okay, this is a website you can able to search. It will show you how to implement it in your laptop. Okay, you can take from there and do that. Okay, there are a lot of videos are there. So as a person, I'll share all the links. Okay, you can take everything from here. Okay, I want to watch and learn this Flowwise video. There is a YouTube video there. Go and search this YouTube video. You'll get everything here. Okay, search for this Flowwise. Go and search here. Okay, in the YouTube, you have thousands of video. Okay, how to learn the Flowwise. It's a matter of just I need to spend 3 hours to learn this. Okay, so I learned this in just 2 hours or 3 hours. Okay, 2 days before I tried implementing in my server, but I thought, okay, let me implement a low level. So for this, I want to thank Ravi. Ravi is one of my team members.
To grow online with
okay, I'm reducing the sound. So you search for Flowwise tutorial. Okay, Flowwise AI tutorial, which is latest, which has been published a month before. Okay, just a month. Okay, that means January. This month only it has been published. So you can see all the videos are there. You can follow this video and you can implement in your home. Okay, but this is very, very hot in the market. If you learn this type of technology, 2 technologies, you will be the person, or you teach your students to learn this, because this is who are going to complete a degree. Ask them to learn this. When they complete this, if they put that in the resume, they will be one of the hot cake in the market right now. Okay. So only thing is like they need to know a little bit of LLM. They need to learn 3 technologies. They need to learn a little bit about machine learning. They need to learn a little bit about LLM, and they need to learn about the agentic AI tool, one of the tool called Flowwise. Okay, which will be helpful for your means students. Okay, so encourage your student to do this, go through this video, and then ask them to learn, because this is going to rule the market in AI for next at least 5 to 6 years. Okay, next to 5 to 6 years, this technology is going to rule the market. Okay, because as a company, we are also exploring that. So in our company, there is a person called Ravi. He is also joined this conference. He is a person doing the POC for last 2 months. So we are trying to implement this in the analyzing the system performance. Okay, he is also in this call. I want to thank him, who done a lot of research for last 2 months. So when this conference they initiated to us, so I told him to do a POC on that. So he done a lot of R&D. He given a feedback. So all this information which I'm sharing today, I'm the person speaking in front of you, but the person who worked for this is a person who called Ravi, who worked on back on this for all this information. So he considered all the things. He helped us to consolidate the information. So based on this information only, we are taking the class on this. Okay. So I just want to share this entire information about this. Okay. So anyone want to learn, please. So anyone can learn this. Okay. Do I need a lot of skill set? No. Please reduce the myth. Okay. AI learning, it's a very difficult. I need to do, it is going to kill my job. No. Anyone can learn. It's a very, very easy. Okay. I hope everyone got this information. It's at 9. I'm stopping my sessions. Okay. So we'll go to Q&A. Anyone have any doubts on this, in this topic?
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Dr. Saranamurthy. Yeah, sir, we know that a lot of AI tools were available in the market. Yes, sir.
Yeah, lot of tools are there. See, AI is the ocean. Okay, it's like, for example, someone is telling that I'm going to learn about science. So no one can say that, okay, it's like science. Okay, someone tell that I learn everything in science, it's not possible. Okay, in science, which you are learned. So that's how it's going to be. Same way, AI is the ocean. Okay, no one can say that I learned one technology in work. So in AI, lot of technologies are there. Okay, but you should know which is the latest in the market. Try to learn that. That's the reason again I'm telling which is hot in the market, which you should learn. See, for example, machine learning technology, which has been there more than how many? It's not new. It is there more than 40 years. Okay, but it is used by the people last 20 years. Machine learning is not new. I hope everyone is thinking AI has been new. It is not. It has been in the market last 40 years. But it has been boomed last 20 years. So last 20 years, because of the internet, everyone started using AI. Because of the technology advancement, everything is supporting AI. So everyone started using AI. Okay, AI cannot work alone. You need a lot amount of data. If you have a huge amount of data, like for example, I want to train the model about electricity. I will be loading minimum 100 TB of data. To store 100 TB of data, what is I needed? I needed a huge space in that. So the technology also should support to make the AI get succeed. AI cannot succeed without the data. So data, technology, communication, internet, everything should support to make the AI get succeed. AI cannot succeed on its own. Okay.
Yes, sir. What will be the future of AI tools?
So future of AI is like, see, AI cannot see, AI is a technology which is evolving last 10 years. Okay. So you cannot say, right? For example, let's take it in the very simple thing. The electricity meter in my home, do you think like 20 years before, what is the meter I'm using the same? No, it's not, right? So in the olden days, it's a meter which is being rotated. I don't know how many people see in 20 years before the electrical meter. Someone has to rotate to see the numbers. Okay, after that, automated rotator meter has been came. After that, there is a press button rotator meter has been came. Now it's a electrical digital meter. So if you see that everywhere in the home which we use, right? For example, if you see the TV, are we using the same TV which we used to 20 years before? No, the TV has been changed. Same way, AI technology will be keeps on changing. No one can say it will be staying as it is. The technology changes, the people has to update it, right? See, when we are seeing in the facility, right, we are also expecting more and more facility, right? Someone, if for example, I'm giving a 13-inch TV. Do you see anyone will sit and see in the TV? Everyone will see 30-inch TV. Who will see? It's a very old technology, right? I wanted a 20-inch, minimum 21-inch TV, 40-inch TV, 50-inch TV, right? So everyone is changing the technology which I want to get benefit out of that. Same way, AI also getting evolving. So 10 years before, we work only on machine learning. So someone has to load the data, copy the data, train the model. For doing the one training the model, it will take 6 months. Now you see how much of time I done. In a matter of 10 minutes, I done the model. The same model, if I want to do 10 years before, I need to spend 3 months to 6 months to build a model like this. Now I am doing in 10 minutes. You see how the technology advancement happened.
How to choose the correct tool in AI, sir? You said that there are n number of evolution happen in AI. Until now, you have said that there are modules we can make it in a minute, or we can make it in an hour. Like that, all you are saying is very good and absolutely it's true, sir. Okay. And my question is, how we can select? You are saying that there are n number of AI tools. How we can choose the correct AI tool with apt for our application or apt for our task?
Okay, it's a very simple thing, man. Okay, we should not break our head on understanding what is the difference between that. Okay, it's a very simple thing. So how you select on purchasing a TV? What do you do? We take a simple example on TV purchase.
Our comfortable. We choose our comfortable.
Okay, we choose our comfortable. But what do you do? How you make a see? You go to the showroom just like that, blindly select the TV. There will be 100 TVs will be there, right? How you select the TV?
Yeah, we see the latest model, we see technology.
Same thing. Okay, you told exactly the answer. Okay, that's what we do, right? First thing what we do, we ask some of your friends, which TV in your home you are having, right? And which TV you feel that it's good. You at least you'll ask 10 members, right? Nearby friends, right? Which TV I need to purchase. So everyone will give one feedback. That is one way you collect the information. Second way, what you do, you go and see the review, right? You open Amazon.com website, you'll see which TV people are purchasing at topmost. So you'll understand, okay, which TV people are purchasing. You read the review, right, about the TV benefits and good and bad. Then you'll make a decision. The same way, what is the method you need to follow in AA is go and attend the startup conferences. Okay, in every city there will be startup conference about AA startup conference will happen. Okay, so the good method of learning is like, for example, as a person, what I do is like I go to the different conference which is happening about the startup conference. Okay, and a different technology conference in Bangalore, right? In at least 3 to 4 times in a year it will happen. Okay, so you can register for that. Like you spend some 3,000, 4,000 money, register for that, attend the conference. You will come to know what is the latest technology which has been available. And they will tell about good and bad about old technology which has been latest. So you will get a good idea, and that is one. And second thing, there will be a lot of people who is working on AI will be attending the conference. You will get a knowledge sharing from them. You can speak to them, understand which has been happening in the latest. Why in your company you are implementing that? Which is for example, in Bangalore, the different college lecturers will be coming. You can speak to them, try to understand which technology you are teaching latest. For example, I'll tell you the very simple thing. Okay, in computer science. Okay, BSc computer science, the same students which is sitting in rural and the person who is sitting in Bangalore, there is a lot of differences there. In Bangalore, if I'm studying in first year and second year, they'll give a lifetime project. So what they will tell is they will give a lifetime project. They'll ask you to take an open source data set. They'll ask you to build a model and they'll come and explain. But in a rural area, in rural area, the person is studying in the college, same BSc computer science, they don't have the awareness because the technology awareness they are happening. They are little bit far, so they are not able to do a live project in first year and second year. After third year, when they are completing only, they will come to know these are the projects which I can able to do. But the problem is they are missing the bus. Okay, so as a lecturer, we should be up to the up to the par in the technology so that we can help the student to learn the new technology. We should encourage the people to do more and more lab. So when they're going for the vacations on the semester vacation, you give a project to them, ask them to do some project and ask them to present that back. So in that way, right, they will put some innovative idea, at least they will go and learn something in the Google and they'll come back and learn something, which will make them to understand to the live technology. So, see, sometime, right? So for example, I'll tell you some of the examples. We given a POC to some of my team members. 10 people done 10 different POCs. We got surprised. These are the technologies are there, which has been there to implement the same use case. We thought only one method can be done. But since the POC is given by the 10 different members, 10 different methods they came back. We can able to make a decision which has been best, which is the latest technology. So that's how, as a leader, we also learning from the students, okay, from the persons or individuals who is working in our team. So they are the persons who is becoming as a role model for us. From them, we are learning, and we are also knowing, okay, next batch when we are going, right, we know, okay, this is the latest technology which has been best from the 10 students. So the next 10 students, when you do that, right, they will come back with a new 10 technologies. Then you can compare what is last year latest technology, what is the current technology which has been latest. So they will do the R&D for you. So it's a give and take policy. I will learn from the students, students will learn from us. Okay, because we have experience to make a decision which is good and bad, but students may not have the maturity to make a decision which is good and bad. So based on the experience, we will help them, or we can guide them, which is the technology they should learn.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm just telling is like think in the broader angle. Come out and think from the generic angle. Don't think like a generally, right? See, when we are learning, right, we started learning bookish, but now I cannot. If I tell that I learned this subject in this book, they will not give that in the thing. They will ask how much of practical exposure you have. So I would say it's like encourage your student to do more and more practical exposure than compared to the theoretical. Give less importance to the theory only for clearing the exam. Give more importance to the lab. In a month, at least they should do one lab. If they do one lab in a month, 10 at least in 12 months. If they do 6 labs or 7 labs, they are learning 7 different ways of getting the things done. So encourage them to do more and more lab, more the things they will come out from there. I'm just sharing, not only for us, for the students as well. It's vice versa benefit. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I think so. It's 9:11. Anyone have any questions?
Some participants have sent messages in the chat box.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So AA assessment, right? Okay. So I would say it's like go with the dominantly used tool. Okay. For example, the licensed products. Okay. So when we are making some decision, right? For example, Flowwise is a standard product. So first, when we are practicing any of the products, right? Don't select the products based on which you search in the open source. Go with the standard product. For example, ChatGPT is a product which has been used by everyone. So if you see, right, when I go with the model here, okay, let's take it as a simple thing. I go for an agent. So if you see, a lot of agents are there. Okay. Why I not selected all the agent? Why I gone with the OpenAI? Because this is the dominantly used product which is in the market, which people have been certifying to use, which has been secured. So that's the reason we are selecting that. When I go with the LLM model, okay, if you see here, there are a lot of models are there. Azure, AWS, these are all open source. So you need to make sure that whether I'm selecting this is open source. Okay. There are a lot of open source product will be there. So you need to make sure that which product I need to select. So go and see, okay, what is the LLM product, which is a standard product, which is a licensed product, and which has been used by, see, very simple thing. Do this copy paste, okay, copycat. We should, in India, we follow the first method of copycat. So we'll go and see which is the dominantly used product. Everyone will give one feedback. So we know that, okay, this is the dominantly used product. Then you see that why the people are using that product. Then you will get a good idea about that. That is the best way of doing that. Okay, in India, the first way we learn is copycat, and that is the method we follow for the learning. But for example, in the learning method in India and US is totally different. In US, they learn the book, they do the practical, they do the R&D, then they come into the company. But in India, we do what we do. We try to copy from our friends. What they did, can we do the same thing? Then we'll go and do the research. Then we learn the book. After that, we'll go to the research. So we go to the research last, but there they start from the research, then next. So the learning pattern of India is different from there. So since we follow the same pattern, we follow the same cycle. We learn from the copy from others. Then we understand why they are using that. Then we ask the question on ourselves, why I need to use that. Then third, what is the book which is explaining more about this technology? Learn the technology. Then go and read the research. What is the research paper coming about the book? So that's how we go with the Indian pattern. Let's follow stick with the Indian pattern of learning. Any questions from anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. I think so. Thanks for giving the opportunity for us. So I want to thank my team who has helped us to create this slides and presentations along with the group. And thanks for giving the opportunity for presenting. This is the first time we are doing for the college. So it's a good learning for us. Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Shall we move to the next session, sir?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Dear all, a grateful thanks to our today resource person, Mr. Prem Kumar Garnan, Senior Manager, Lead Digital Product Manager, All State Solutions, Bangalore, to share the ideas of applied AI for smart cities in session 1 and AI in urban planning and development in session 2. Sir, actually all those two topics, two sessions are more interactive and interesting. Also, very special thanks to you, sir, for explaining all those concepts in an excellent and interactive presentation along with the real-time demo. Also, special acknowledge to Ravi sir also. And special thanks to all the participants to make this FDP as an interesting and interactive one.